Let me get this set up. Hold on one second. All right, there we go. I got it fixed. All right, let me get this set up. And oh, not quite. There we go. All right, so got it set up. Cotton Bowl Classic. The Ohio State Buckeyes versus Miami Hurricanes should be a very interesting game. I will say this: I I believe that Ohio State's going to win, but I do want Miami to win. Like I'm rooting for Miami. The Nickelback, Keontae Scott was at Auburn the past two or 3 years. 2 years, then he was injured his last year. Transfers first, actually technically almost transferred to Houston, but they transferred to Miami when Zach Etheridge became the defense pass game coordinator for the Miami Hurricanes. So two Auburn people on Miami's team. So rooting for them. Obviously, said Auburn fan. The reason why I think that Ohio State will still win is because Ohio State's defense against Carson Beck. Even when Carson Beck was at Georgia, I still didn't believe in him. You can believe in the team around him, but I just don't believe in him. And I believe in Miami's defensive line. I think they're going to be able to get after Julian Sand. Going to cause some turnovers. I think Sand's going to throw at least one pick. I think he's going to miss. He's going to miss on a couple of throws. And they're probably going to cause a lot of 3 and outs. I think it's going to be a very defensive heavy game. Not as defensive heavy as the Texas A&M Miami game because they're not having to do with 30-mile-per-hour winds. But it's still going to be a very defensive-laden game. I think whoever gets to 20 is probably going to win this game. My final prediction is 20-17, Ohio State. But I want Miami to win. The other reason I want Miami to win is because Big Ten's won a lot of the bowl games so far, and I kind of want ACC to win this one for selfish reasons, for the SEC more so than not. Because if the Big Ten gets them in, and then Oregon can beat Ohio State, if Indiana beats Alabama, which could very well happen, that's 3 Big Ten teams in the semifinals, which is not good for the SEC. Because, like I said, if you want to try to say that you're the best, and a lot of SEC people want to kind of say that we're still the best, if we only have one team in the finals, and the Big Ten has basically their 3 that they had coming in, it's not a good look. So I'm kind of hoping that Miami can win. Also, it'll be good for Miami because they can finally get a stamp of we back because they beat the reigning national title contender. They have not really say avenge, but since that national title loss to Ohio State, it has been the same since. They've continued to flounder. After that season, you had multiple times where you were losing lose the game you shouldn't have that kind of prevented you from going to the BCS championship game. All this kind of stuff, recruiting stuff also happened. Heck, that was 2017 where you were like 10-0, and then you fell apart the last 2 weeks, and they lost to Pitt, and then they lost to because they didn't lose to Pitt, they didn't lose to like a young Kenny Pickett, I think, and then like his freshman year, and then they lost to was it Clemson in the ACC title game? I remember like they floundered hard. They lost like 3 straight in the season. That was when Mark Rivers was their head coach. But it's been a while since Miami has actually been relevant. And so last year you almost made it to the playoff, but then you failed because, like I said, your defense wasn't there, and also you just find ways to lose games you definitely shouldn't have. And so now you got the defense this year. Carson Beck has been solid, just say he's been solid. And like I said, you've got a really talented group of playmakers in offense. So it should be interesting for sure. Like I think it's going to be a good game. I think really all these semifinal games will be good, all different kind of ways. And I'll be streaming all of them. So like I said, I'll be streaming tonight, and then streaming the 3 games tomorrow, which should be interesting because it's been a while since I've streamed 3 games in a row. But I'm hopeful that Miami can win. But my prediction is Ohio State 20-17. And Ohio State's taking the field right now. I will say this too. I think it helps that Ryan Day last year got the monkey off his back. Mario Cristobal's trying to get that now. Being a long-time assistant, won championships as an assistant, hasn't won one as a head coach. But the other thing, too, is with Brian Hartline leaving and Ryan Day now taking over play calling, it's been a while since he's been a play caller, which, I mean, he's been good. Like, he was good as a play caller, like, when they won the national title. So, before his national title. So, like, he's been good. It's just, how will the offense look with the new play caller? It's still to be determined. So it'll be interesting to see how Ohio State does, especially with the new play caller, Matt Patricia being good right now. He's been really good, and that's why I say I think that Ohio State's defense is going to cause Carson Beck to do some stupid stuff. I'm just going to say stupid stuff, and I'm not going to say what I really want to say. All right, and Ohio State's choice, they defer. All right, so they defer. All right. So they defer to the second half, so it's going to be Miami starting off with the ball. Should be interesting. Let's see what Malachi Tony and this offense could do against Ohio State's vaulted defense. I mean, both these defenses are top 4. You got Ohio State's number 1, and then you got Miami's number 4. I think both of them have been tested. I think that I will say this. I do think that Ohio State obviously has, out of the two, the easier schedule compared to Miami. They had Illinois, they had Michigan, Penn State kind of is what it is. And you also had Texas at the very beginning of the season, but like I said, it was week 1, so it's been a while. Same thing for Miami. You had week 1, Notre Dame, and then you had some kind of tough tests, but not really. Louisville, before they got injured to all hell, Louisville, they absolutely fell apart. So I guess it's kind of comparable to Penn State in that kind of way. Where they're both talented teams, but injuries and also other stuff kind of derailed their season. But, ooh, goodness. But I do think that both these teams are very, very talented, but both these quarterbacks, when their back is against the wall, I'm very concerned about how they're able to respond. So obviously, we've seen from Carson Beck that he usually cannot respond, and then Julian Sanders still kind of to be determined. Like I said, we kind of saw in the Big Ten championship game. India was able to get after him. Didn't really play the best game. So if Miami's able to get after him, and their talented secondary that they have, like, how is that going to impact Julian Sanders? So it will be interesting to see how this plays out. First, going to be Carson Beck against this, especially Caleb Downs. I'll be interested to see how they're going to use Caleb Downs. Dude, I also like. In case you're new here, I also stream NFL. I'm a Panthers fan. I would love Caleb Downs. I know we're not going to get him, but Caleb Downs, who wherever he goes, the NFL is going to be a star. He's going to be an absolute stud. So I'm very excited to see how they're going to use him this game. Yeah, showing Carson Beck's record right now: 35-5, 14-3 versus AP ranked opponents. Show his numbers in those matchups though. Like he doesn't like. He just doesn't play that well. He doesn't. I don't have any faith in Carson Beck at all. All right, so first down 10 from the 25-yard line. Carson Beck shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Drops back a pass. He's got some time, and it's going to just check it down. It's kind of a bad pass. Try to check it down to number 4. The running back, but unfortunately falls incomplete. Be second down 10. I mean, he had time too. That's the thing. Like, come on, Carson, do something good. Second down 10. Going to be a pistol formation. Running back right behind him. Looks like. Let's see here. Going to send Tony into motion up to the left. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be to Fletcher. He's going to get about 3 yards there. Third down 7 for the 28-yard line. Curry with the tackle. Him in Downs. Like I said, Downs, he's just so good, dude. He's so good. All right, third down 7. Looks like we're going to bring a little bit of a blitz. They got 7 at the line right now. Bunch to the left. Carson Beck is shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Drops back a pass. They only rush 4. Throws. That's going to be incomplete behind number 0. And that's going to be a 3-and-out for Miami. Got to punt this ball away. 14-16 left to go in the first quarter. So 2 bad passes by Carson Beck. Steps in the pocket. And instead of setting his feet, like I said, it's a little bit behind him. 0 could have caught it, but like, I don't know. Carson Beck could have done better. I'll just say he could have done better. He threw, like I say, he's throwing on the run across his body too. It's just not. You're not going to be as accurate as you want to be. Nice punt. It's going to be returned by the 20 and up to about the 24, 25-yard line is where Ohio State's going to start with the ball. 14:07 left to go in the first quarter. Let's see how Julian Sanders is going to do against this defense. I think they got a fireworks show right outside my place, what it sounds like. All right, it's going to be shotgun formation. Tight end to his left. Going to see Bo Jackson in motion. Going to be a handoff to him. He's got a little bit of a lane, and he's going to get about 3. So pretty good run there by Bo Jackson. And it's going to be second down 7. Hello there, man. How you doing? Hope you're doing well this New Year's Eve. I'm at my cousin's house enjoying myself at the party they're having. Oh, okay, nice. Going to be actually going to be a keeper, and it's going to be a throw out card on tape, falls incomplete. Third down 7. Try to do a little RPO action. I suppose I'm going for LSU at the very least. I hate listening to Carson Beck. That's fair. As you being former Georgia, like not former Georgia, but you being Georgia, makes sense why you would not be okay with Carson Beck. Third down 7. Sands gonna be a shotgun formation. Trips to the right. Running back to his left. Checking the line. Looks like there's gonna be like a corner blitz. Let's see here. Yep. And it's gonna get sacked, actually blasted by Ruben Bain and Akeem, both of them. That's gonna be a loss of about 7, and that's gonna be fourth down about 14. Got to punt this ball away. I mean, they saw the corner blitz. So how in the world? Okay, I gotta look this again. Ruben Bain is off, and then Akeem's off to the right. So both 4 of them right. Oh, the chip. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the chip actually helped out Ruben Bain because actually pushed him inside even further. He was running a twist anyways, and actually pushed him way far inside that he actually crossed the center's face. So the chip helped. So it's gonna be fourth and 17. Not a great punt either. And it's going to be a fair call at the 39-yard line by Malachi Tony. First down 10 for Miami. So, decent field position. Your defense is pretty good. You got to rely on your run game because, I mean, it's only been 2 passes by Carson Beck, but it's also 2 inaccurate passes by Carson Beck. So, we're going to go to commercial break. We saw something for both of them. Both quarterbacks have been inaccurate, and what's interesting about that is that both have come into this game as the 2. I think they're the 2 top pass completions. Like Julian Sam right now has the record if the season ends today over Bo Nix for highest completion percentage in a single season. Then Carson Beck thinks number 2, and both of them have been inaccurate so far. So, going to be defensive battle, which we kind of figured that was going to happen. Wait, so Prime's going to have an exclusive wildcard game? I got to check and see which one that one's going to be. Like I said, I'm going to be streaming this game, and then tomorrow streaming all 3 of the playoff games. And then speaking of playoffs, be streaming some of the games on Saturday and Sunday for the NFL, Week 18. And then next weekend is Wild Card Weekend, which will be interesting because it's not the same weekend as Martin Luther King weekend. So the game that's going to be on Monday is not going to be on MLK Day, which is like what I'm used to for. It's kind of what I'm used to for. I just lost my train of thought. I was going to say. Wow, I just lost my train of thought. Like Wild Card Weekend, usually like the Monday game is on MLK weekend, so be interesting. They're showing a little snippet about Malachi Tony right now. Obviously, they're going to try to get him a lot more involved. I expect probably this try they might try to get him like on a screen, like just try to use his yak ability. But they gotta get him the ball. All right, so first down 10 for the 39-yard line. Trips to the left, running back to his left. Going to be a handoff, and that's going to get about 4. About 4 yards there, second down 6. Shotgun formation, running back to his right. Carson Beck is going to drop back the pass. He's got plenty of time. He's going to check it down to Fletcher. He's going to get the first down to the 50, 45 up to the 40, maybe the 41-yard line, and that's the first down of the game. Like I said, I will give it to Miami. They have held up really, really well. I mean, it's been a very clean pocket for Carson Beck. He's got all day to throw, just basically just throws the check down. Which, I mean, if that's what you gotta do, then just find a way to just dig and duck down the field if you have to. Shotgun formation with Fletcher to his right from the 42, or let's see here, no, from the 41. Going to be a handoff. Fletcher's going to get up to about the 40-yard line. Yeah, well, it depends on the spot. Might be the 39-yard line. Might be the second down 9. Second down 8 or 9. That's McDonald with the tackle. Very, very strong dude. They're showing Matt Patricia right now. Obviously, like I said, Matt Patricia, known for being in New England, being the defense coordinator for them. But like I said, it's interesting to see a lot more NFL coaching going back into the college ranks. Carson Beck still got plenty of time, checks it down, but unfortunately, like I said, a little bit behind Fletcher, so an incomplete pass. Third down 9. So they're just going to be checking it down this whole entire game. That's what it looks like. I'm guessing what's happening right now is they're trying to take away some of the deep shots for Miami. So he's just having to check it down, which is fine. Because if you can just ding it down the field, then you're fine. But I think Carson Beck's trying to look for like the deep ball. Third down 9, 11:04 left to go in the first quarter. Shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Going to send Tony into motion. Drops back to pass. And he's going to throw across the middle. He's caught up to about the 26-yard line. That's number 7. That's going to be a first down 10. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on. That's Daniels with the catch and grab. I said Arvell Reese was the one that was pressuring off the left side. I mean, he kind of whooped number 70 there. Malago has been pretty good so far against Curry. Hasn't really left up anything. So first down 10 from about the 26, maybe 27-yard line. Is that Sonny Styles? No, that's not Sonny Styles. Other Styles. Number 3 Styles going into medical tent. That's not good. There we go. Malachi Tony in at Wildcat. And going to be a run by Malachi Tony. He's going to get up to about the 23-yard line. So nice little gain there. Gains 4. Second down 6. Like I said, I like them trying to get the ball to Malachi Tony. All right, so shotgun formation for Carson Beck. Gonna have running back to his right. Gonna send 9 motion over to the left. Drops back to pass. And is going to step in the pocket. Is going to get up to the 20, about the 20, 19.5-yard line. It's going to be third down about 2, like a long 2. Miami is in field goal range, so they're definitely going to take a lead here. But obviously you're looking for a little bit more. Very big third down for Ohio State, especially because you want to get a stop here. 9:20 left to go in the first. Going to be I formation. Big boy, actually really, really big boy, overload to the right. Hand off, and he's going to, it's going to be short. Wait, was there a fumble? Holy crap. The fumble. Oh my goodness. So it was third and 3. Third and 3. Big old I formation, and you fumbled. We'll check and see. We'll check and see. But holy crap, dude. Golden opportunity. We're not going to see the replay? There we go. Oh, very good by Pierce. Number 26, Pierce. Doesn't even really punch it. He just, shoots his hand in. Just shoots his hand in. Well, still 0-0. Obviously early in the game, but that's crucial because I really don't think you're going to get that many chances to score. All right, so you're seeing a lot more checkdowns by Carson Beck. Still hasn't been as accurate as he definitely needs to be, but you're able to run the ball a little bit, not much, but like about 3 yards pop or so, which is not terrible. Um, I let them get Malachi Tony the ball, but for the most part, still kind of underwhelmed. So but I'm just you're obviously hoping for more. Um, Another thing too, I will say is for Ohio State, I'm expecting you to kind of rely a little bit more on Bo Jackson, just because like the obviously your wide receivers are very very talented, um, but that continues to maybe some flash of passes off of that. Um, Maybe some screens or some quick hitters, try to get him in the groove of things and try to get the ball to your playmakers. That'll be interesting to see for sure. And you just know they're going to replay over and over and over the 2003 BCS championship game. We understand. We got it. Yes, well, yep. They literally showed it before, so I don't know why we're showing it again, but okay. All right, so Ohio State takes over. They're going to be at the 20-yard line, 23-yard line, I think. Let's see. No, from the 19. From the 19-yard line, shotgun formation with Julian Sand. Got Bo Jackson to his right. Got a tight end in motion up to the right. Checking at the line. Keontae Scott comes on the blitz. Drops back a pass. Throws to be caught, and that's going to be Jeremiah Smith. Gets right close to go to give the first down. Yes. 10-yard gain by Jeremiah Smith. And it's going to be a first down 10 for Ohio. And then threw a little hot route to Jeremiah Smith. All right, so send Jeremiah Smith in motion over to the left. Going to be trips to the left. Shotgun formation with Bo Jackson. Oh, now going to be pistol. Going to be a handoff to Jeremiah Smith. Not Jeremiah Smith, sorry. Bo Jackson's going to lose like about 2 yards. Second down, 12. Great job there by Ruben Bain. I mean, Ruben Bain's going to be it. Okay, I'll say this. I love Ruben Bain. I think Ruben Bain should be a top 5 pick. But there's going to be some people who like see some of his limitations as far as like his size, like as far as like his like kind of shorter arms, that kind of stuff. I do not care. I do not care. I think someone who's super duper strong that is like he's going to work out in the NFL. Gonna be another hand off to Bo Jackson's got some great blocking and up to let's see, getting about maybe about 8 or so yards. It's gonna be third down at about 3 or 4. 7:15 left to go in that Bo Jackson. Sometime with zone, you're going to cut back inside. So let's see here. Shotgun formation, run back to his left. Julian Sand. They're going to send number 12 into motion. Drops back to pass. Stares down his offender, and is going to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Close, but that's not going to be a pass interference. That's going to be Zach Etheridge congratulating him. So 4th down 4, 6:30, 6:50, 6:43, goodness gracious, left to go in the first quarter. And let's see, they're both kind of pushing off. I'm okay with it not being called. They're both kind of pushing it a little bit. Very interesting punt formation. Punt is underway and going to be Fair caught about the 17-yard line. Yeah. So first down 10 from the 17-yard line. 6:36 left to go in the first quarter. We come back. Going to go to commercial break. Still 0-0. So I like that a little bit more. Like I said, using Bo Jackson a little bit better. More so inside zone definitely helped out a little bit. Mm, Still, it's a very defensive game, so I don't love truly defensive games because, like I said, it's not as exciting. It's still good football. Like I said, I'm not gonna say not good football, but it's sometimes it can be kind of boring, just a little bit. And if you've joined some of my other streams for NFL, you've seen it be very boring. We've had two 10-7 streams, so like it's been those games were actually awful. I would never forget the fact that I called the Raiders Broncos game 10-7, and it happened to be 10-7. Gosh. All right. Let's see with the ramifications. The ramifications for this game, because obviously, like I can't really make any more commentary because it's been very boring, and I've already said what I wanted to say about this game so far. It's been defense battle. If Miami wins, it will give Miami ammunition for, hey, we definitely belonged. Because there's still some people say, well, Miami didn't really belong because, like, Texas A&M really isn't all that good, da-da-da-da-da. Even though they went into Texas A&M and won. So it gives them more validation that they deserve to be in. It gives them more validation of saying that the U is, in fact, back because you're making all the way to the semifinals. So basically what would have been the original top four. And you're showing that Mario Cristobal in key games is not floundering because that's what he's kind of done the last couple of years. He did it against Texas A&M. Can he do it against number two, Ohio State, who for the most part this whole entire season has been number one? So it's very important for the legacy of for Miami in general. Emmanuel, is the Raiders Broncos game your benchmark for what a bad game is? Kind of. I mean, like 49ers a couple years ago, that one was bad. Rams 49ers, the last game that I streamed in the old trailer, that the Raiders. Ryan, second down and 2 from the 25. Okay. Don't mind Carson Beck using his legs a little bit. And then obviously for Ohio State, if you win this one, you're closer and closer to try to get back-to-back, but you haven't had back-to-back national champions since Alabama in 2011 and 2012. So it's been a while. Going to be pistol formation, trips to the right. Going to send number 7 in motion over to the left. And going to be a handoff. That's going to be, get up to the 30. That's going to be a nice gain of 5 yards there by Fletcher. And it's going to be first down 10. Well, Fletcher Jr., sorry. So nice first down 10 for the Miami Hurricanes. Malago is so good. I know, like, people talk about Fano and they talk about Lumo, which is, like, fair. But I don't know. I like Malago since last year. I think he's my guy as far as being the top right tackle in my book. I'm still going back and forth though. They're really all three of them are really good. All three of them are really good. All right, so pistol formation once again. Going to be a handoff to Fletcher off to the left side. He's going to get great contact bounce from the 35 to the 40 up to about the 44-yard line. Nice gain there, 13 yards. First down 10 for Miami. I mean, Fletcher, I don't know who. I'm trying to see who that was, but like he just ran right through that tackle. Who was that? Was that Sonny Styles? I think it was Sonny Styles. Yep. And like I said, great job there by Fletcher. So first down 10 from the 44-yard line. Trips to the left. Shoving going on. Okay, flop, don't flop, don't flop, don't flop. But Malachi Tony, great job there. He did fumble, but it was, like I said, caused by Caleb Downs. Recovered it. So it's going to be second down and about 5 or 6, something like that. I said Carson Beck didn't like the fact that he kind of hesitated there, though. And then that's just a great tackle there by Caleb Downs. Helmet right on the football. So second down 5 from the 49-yard line. Sends Malachi Tony into motion. Going to be a handoff to Fletcher, who's going to get up to the 50 and about to the 48-yard line. So nice gain of 3 yards there. It'll be third down 2 from the 48. And guess who it is again? Caleb Downs. I'm going to say Caleb Downs' name a lot. I'm just going to let you know. I mean, he's like, as far as the best safety prospect that I've seen, he's probably the best safety prospect I've seen since Derwin James, which is saying a lot because I still really like Brian Branch. But like, I think he's better than Brian Branch. He's going to be ridiculously good in the NFL. So shotgun formation for the 48-yard line. Fletcher to his right. Carson Beck drops back a pass. Quick throw to be caught, and that's going to be first down up to about the 40-yard line. And that is Daniels, number 7. 2:50 left to go in the first quarter, and Miami is actually able to get some kind of offense. So far, they're almost going to be able to get some offense. Oh, man, Curry was almost there. Curry dropped back into coverage, but unfortunately, like I said, he's not the best in coverage. Almost got a paw on it, but it's going to be first down 10. From the 39-yard line, shotgun formation, going to send Malachi Tony into motion up to the left. Going to be a screen pass to him, up to the 35, and gets stonewalled at 35. Second down and about 6. I mean, it's Caleb Downs again. Like, dude, like, he is on every single tackle. Especially when it has to do with Malachi Tony. He's like, he's like, I'm following Malachi Tony at all times. All right, second down 6. Carson Beck going to be shotgun formation. Bunch to the right. Now going to send number 1 in motion up to the left. Now Buck to the right. Shown man. Drops back a pass. Throws. Be caught. That's with the 30. And first down for Miami. And that is number 1. What's his name? Shoot. What is it? It starts with a T. Shoot. Trader, that's what it is. Hey, Zoe, how you doing? So far, it's still 0-0, but Miami's actually able to move the ball. So we first down 10. 1:11 left to go in the first. From the 29, ties 28. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be up to the 25, up to about the 21-yard line. Nice gain of 8 yards there. Second down 2. Number 63 got up and got a little dance going. I do find it interesting the tight end split. Like, the tight end's way far off from the tackle, kind of like give them more space. So I kind of like that. I kind of like that about a split. All right, so second down 2, shotgun formation, running back to his right. 2 tight end set. Going to be another handoff, and that's going to be up to the 20 and got first down. Gain of 2. Depends on the spot. Depends on the spot. Let's see if they're going to give it to him or not. Pringle with the carry. I think they're going to give it to him. So it's going to be the end of the first quarter. Still 0-0, but Miami in scoring position. Now, I must also say they were in this position last time. It was 3rd and 2, and then they fumbled. So, try to be optimistic. Like I said, I think that Ohio State will win, but I'm rooting for Miami. Rooting for either team or just hoping for a good game. I will say, I'm technically rooting for Miami. Miami's nickelback is Keontae Scott. He was at Auburn for the last 3 years. Then transfers his last year at Auburn, he got hurt, and then his position coach had left, which is Zach Etheridge. Zach Etheridge was at Houston. Initially, Keanu Scott thought he was going to transfer. Then he came back to Auburn. Then he got hurt. Then he transfers. Initially, going to transfer to Houston before Zach Etheridge becomes defensive pass game coordinator. I think it's quarterbacks coach for Miami, and so then he transfers to Miami instead. So we got two Auburn guys on Miami's staff. So on Miami's team, Keontae Scott is a nickelback, and then Zach Etheridge, who's their defensive pass game coordinator and cornerback coach. Zach Etheridge also was a former Auburn player. He was a safety for Auburn's championship team. Also, interesting little tidbit about Zach Etheridge. Another SEC lore talking about Zach Etheridge. In 2009 against Ole Miss, he collides with a player, collides with the running back, and he lays there motionless on top of the Ole Miss running back. Lays there motionless. And the Ole Miss running back, instead of pushing him off, lays there still, doesn't move him, and realizes that something's wrong with Zach Etheridge. If the running back had moved Zach Etheridge at all, Zach Etheridge would not be walking today. Because of, basically, it had messed up his vertebrae. And I don't think I was at that game, but I think my parents were at that game. Because I remember watching the game. Like I said, I was 9 years old when it happened. And I remember just seeing him watching there motionless. And then they get the gurney out. They get the, him, having that around. And as he's going out, he puts his thumb up in the air, like that he's good. And he had a long recovery to try to get back to where he could play again. Decided he wanted to play again. That happened in 2009. And then the 2010 season, he wins the national championship game. So, like I said, very inspiring story by Zach Etheridge. As an Auburn player, as an Auburn man, as an Auburn coach. Because, like I said, he also came back to help coach at Auburn. So, love Zach Etheridge so much. Love Keontae Scott because he was a really good cornerback for us. And he's been a really good nickelback for Miami. So, kind of root for Miami. What is a defensive pass game coordinator? So, basically, you know how with offensive side of the ball, you have an offensive pass game coordinator or run game coordinator, like what Mike McDaniel was like a more air raid offense, and you look for more those kind of coverages that can be able to beat air raid offense. That's what you're in charge of trying to help implement in what's the word I'm looking for? We're best coach, but you kind of specialize with that with the game plan. So it was a nice 4-yard run by Fletcher. Sorry I didn't mention that before. 2nd down 6. Shotgun formation with Fletcher to his right. I send tight end in motion to the right. 2 tight ends to the right. Drops back a pass. Throws. That's being wide open. That's about to the 10. And is going to get the first down. And number 7, that's going to be Daniels again. It's been pretty productive so far today. That's going to be a first down 10 for Miami. Well, first and goal for Miami. Sorry about that. 14:05, let's go in the second quarter. Still 0-0, but Miami is knocking on the door. Actually, they marked them short. They said they stepped out of bounds. So 3rd down 2. We were here before. It was 3rd and 2 and you fumbled. Don't make that mistake again. Please, I'm begging you. All right, so once again, overload to the right. We're talking about 2 extra offensive linemen to the right and a tight end. And Carson Beck throws, be caught, and that's going to be a touchdown to Fletcher off the left side. Miami takes the early lead, 6-0. Love that. Love that. You pretend they're going to be running to the right, like Carson Beck pretends they're going to run to the right, then basically just have Fletcher going to the flat. He's wide open. He's got the speed. He gets the edge. I love that play. That's a great play by Shannon Dawson. Because he is the offensive coordinator, right, Shannon Dawson? Yeah. There you go, Michael Irvin, just for Francis Maragoa, just it's you, that's you. He's got a lot of energy. I'll give him that. Kick is up. Kick is barely good. He snuck that one in there. 7-0, 13-31. Let's go in second quarter. Yeah, I love that. Basically, you have it's showing right now 7 offensive linemen, 2 tight ends over there. And then it's just Carson Beck takes his couple steps and just throws it away. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful play design. Like I said before, huge game for Miami. Like I said, it validates you being in the playoff. It validates the fans keep on trying to say that the U is back because you just beat the reigning national title. In between that time, they've been number one. So, like I said, you beat the presumed, a lot of people like consider that Ohio State's going to win the national champion, win back-to-back national champions. So that helps build up your case. And for the ACC in particular, I didn't mention it before, but for the ACC in particular, this is huge for you because yes, did you kind of screw over Miami a little bit because of how the tiebreakers work? Absolutely, because there should be no reason why Duke was able to get in, but because your tiebreaker, it is what it is. Now Miami should have lost those two ACC games, but they did. Um, so it helps in the ACC because you get somebody in the semifinals, which is huge, and it'll be down to if the Big 12 can get in, if Texas Tech can beat Oregon, who. But it's huge for Miami right now. On Ohio State side, like you just won the national title. If you're able to win today, you'll be back to back, making it to the semifinals, which is huge. And you continue on your pathway of trying to be the first back-to-back national title winner since Alabama in 2011 and 2012. That's a really commercial. I was very confused about what this was. But yeah, so like I say, it's still huge for Ohio State. But I think it's bigger. It's a bigger game for sure for Miami. But like I said, I think that Ohio State's going to win. Right now, it's not looking too good. Um, but I want Miami to win, so right now I'm happy. Right now I'm happy. I won't be happy if Ohio State wins. I'll be like, oh, I guess I predicted it. But if Miami wins, I'll be glad that I was wrong. But so far, they've done a good job of like working Fletcher in. Like I said, Fletcher's been a huge part of their offense right now. I mean, heck, just had the touchdown. Not having Carson Beck be under any kind of pressure at all. I mean, like the offensive line has done a really good job. The only time they've actually been able to get to Carson Beck is when Arville Reese has been like a pass rusher. So I expect to get really inside. But you've got what was I saying? Shoot, I lost my train of thought. I was thinking about Ruben Bain. Dang, in the first quarter for Ohio State there. I mean, it's been two drives, but yeah, it's been pretty bad. From a 25-yard line, shotgun formation. Julian Sainz checking to the line. Bo Jackson to his left. Going to be a play action pass, and he's actually got some time. Taking a deep shot. Holy crap. And caught down to the 15-yard line. That's none other than Jeremiah Smith. Went from 9 yards to all the way down to 15. Sets him up good. Happy New Year. How you doing? How you doing there, Daniel? How you doing? So, Ohio State, you're down by 7, but you're knocking on the door, as I said before for Miami. First down, 10 by the 15-yard line. Well, sorry, 16-yard line. Shotgun formation with Bo Jackson to his right. Going to send number 1 to motion. Draws back to pass, and is going to step in the pocket. Is going to get sacked back at the 21-yard line, and you already know who it is. It is Ruben Bain Jr. once again wreaking havoc. I mean, they have something positive, and just guess what? Doesn't matter. All right, so let's see here. 1-on-1 with the guard. Oh, man. Yeah, I was going to say, like, Ruben Bain is just, he is very, very strong. 2, also bad technique by the guard there. He starts to lean in a little bit. Especially against a strong guy like Ruben Bain, you can't be leaning because they're just going to throw you around. All right, so it's going to be a screen pass. Picked off! That's going to be pick 6. Keep this guy. Go. 50, 40, 35, 30. Oh, they're so telegraphed too. Miami takes a two-score lead. Keontae Scott. Oh, man. One, you could tell it was going to be a screen pass because of the formation they were in. It was telltale sign it was going to be a screen pass. Keontae Scott cuts that, picks it off. Oh, baby. Ohio State. And look at Zach Etheridge. He's congratulating him. I mean, like he brought him to Miami. So, dude, that warms my heart. That warms my heart to see Keontae Scott succeed. I really like him as he's very good at run defense. Keontae Scott, like I said, as far as like his projection for in he just beats Jeremiah Smith. Jeremiah Smith makes a bad block. But for his projection in the NFL, he's a really good nickelback. He is going to be like 25 soon, so obviously an older prospect, but you'll get him on a rookie contract. So if you're looking for a guy who's just going to be like a pretty solid uh, run defense nickelback and a pretty good special teamer, that's Keontae Scott. So let's freaking go, dude. Manuel, well, not trying to jinx anything, but I suppose I could deal with the Miami win. Don't want OSU to back to back. That's fair. That's fair. Like I said, we for this playoff because on one hand, you got been consistent success in the college football playoff for some teams versus teams that are either just now making their first appearance or like haven't proven themselves yet. So like you got Alabama versus Indiana. Indiana, amazing year. Haven't really been able to prove themselves just yet in the college football playoff because last year they got decimated by Notre Dame. So can they beat the well-established Alabama, who's had a little bit of down year, but still, as seen, can be championship quality opponent? Ohio State versus Miami. Miami's first time making it in. Finally made it in. Can they actually, make it all the way there against the national champion? Like, that's huge as well. Georgia won back to back. Oh, that's right. Georgia's the last time they won back to back. I don't know why I forgot about Georgia winning back to back. I guess I just kind of wanted to get that out of my mind, but that is technically true. Unfortunately, that's making it to the college football playoff. Going against Ole Miss, their first time making it again. Ole Miss story is incredible. And then you got Oregon versus Texas Tech. Texas Tech's first time. Oregon last year, they make it in, and then they get curb stomped. So, like I said, they've technically been to a playoff national championship because they went the first time, and then they got curb stomped by Florida State. Not Florida State. They got curb stomped by Ohio State. So technically, both times they've lost in the college football playoff was to Ohio State, which is kind of incredible now that you think about it. Anyways, so it's 14-0. 11-4 now to go in the second quarter. There's only been one positive play. There's been two positive plays: the run by Bo Jackson and also the deep pass to Jeremiah Smith. But like Jeremiah Smith's supposed to block right here, and he just like basically just trying to get in the way instead of like actually engaging. He's just trying to get in the way, which is stupid, and just it's easy to let it for Keontae Scott to just pick it off. So first down to the 25-yard line. See what Ohio State can do. Shotgun formation for Sayan. Drops back to pass and bring the corner blitz. Throws, be caught by Jeremiah Smith, and he gets down to about the 38. About 38. So it'll be 13-yard gain by Jeremiah Smith. First down 10. Largest deficit of the season. Yeah, no, it definitely has been. Like I said, it will be interesting to see how Julian Saint is ever to go back from this because, like I said, both these quarterbacks aren't really known. I mean, Georgia, technically, he had that one time where they almost came back against Alabama, but Carson Beck isn't really known for coming back after being down a lot. So right now, Julian's saying this is the first time really having being down by a lot, trying to see if they can able to bounce back. It's a nice game there, about 12 yards. First down 10 at about midfield. Yeah, about midfield for Ohio State. Haven't heard Carnell Tate's name just yet, mainly because, like I said, there was that bad pass to him in the first drive, and besides that, really haven't attempted to him. Shotgun formation, 2 tight ends to the right, running back to his left. Going to bring a nickel blitz, and going to be throw up to Jeremiah Smith and be incomplete. Looking for pass interference, not going to get it. Second down 10. Yeah, Winter Frederick. That's another firework. I'm sure I'll be hearing a lot of that. All right, so 10:27 left to go second quarter. Second down 10. It's pretty much been all Jeremiah Smith. Shotgun formation, running back to his right. Drops back a pass, and he's getting pressure, and he's going to get sacked once again. Holy crap. First, Keontae Scott got there on nickel blitz, and then I can't remember who else it was, but then Akeem finishes it off. It's like an 11-yard loss, I think. I mean, they're bringing the blitz every single time, but it's Keontae Scott off to the left. The left tackle doesn't pick it up at all. It was 99, almost got it. But up to the 45, great tackle there, up to the 49-yard line. It's going to be fourth down 11. Donaldson is the one who got with the screen, but it is 9:25. It is 14-0, and Miami's about to get the ball back. Parker, how you doing? Ohio State football season's over with now. Well, it's still early in the game. Still early in the game there, Parker, but it's not looking good for Ohio State. And part of me is okay with it. Like I said, did I pick Ohio State? Yes, but I didn't really want them to win. So I'm okay with this outcome, if this is the outcome. Fair caught the 11-yard line, first down 10 for Miami. Yeah, we got like a whole entire second half. We got plenty of time for, potential Carson Beck mishap. I'm going to put that lightly. Like, it does happen a lot. So, you never know. But Miami's up 14-0. If you ever have another great drive where you're leaning on the run game, which you have been, smart decisions by Carson Beck, kind of just thinking dunk down the field. If you're able to go by 3 scores, we're looking pretty good, Miami. We're looking pretty good. Just be smart. That's all we're asking for. Just be smart. Don't do anything stupid. Like, Ohio State did something stupid that they were pick 6. Just don't be stupid. That's all we're asking for. We want the upsets. We want there to be a new champion. And for the SEC's sake, we don't want a lot of Big Ten teams in the semifinals. So, which is interesting. Like, there is theoretically a way that there'll be 2 SEC, a Big 12, and an ACC. So no Big Ten teams in the semifinals. Now, will it happen? Probably not. Like I said, I don't really see that happening. But it is a possibility. I mean, as much as I love Indiana, and I'm trying to decide if I want to root for them. I kind of do, but I do have Alabama fans who are my friends who I'm like, not for them. Kind of want to be nice. It'd be nice if they want to, and also be good for the SEC. But also, I've already rooted for Alabama once, and it felt really weird. I don't know if I want to do it again. It was mainly because I felt that Alabama had the best shot of beating Indiana. I still do. So I might be rooting for Alabama, but they'll still feel really, really weird tomorrow. But I think the Alabama's defense is really good. Same thing for Indiana. It's going to be a sloppy game because it's going to be raining a lot. and it's going to come down who can run the ball more. So it should be a classic. It's got to be a classic Alabama game where they're able to run the ball more. And so far they haven't been able to do this season, but I was shown that Alabama can because they did against Auburn especially the first half. They were able to run the ball, which they hadn't been pretty much all season. And so if they can somehow find their magic there, where they're able to run the ball when it's going against a great run defense in Indiana, I'm giving to Alabama because I think LT Overton coming back is going to be huge, trying to get some pressure on Mendoza. But I don't know. I don't know yet. All teams with a bye lost in the quarterfinal. Well, of course they did in last year's College Football Playoff game. You had Boise State be one of them. You had basically a quarterback his first start in Georgia. Like it's that I think that's not cherry picked, not the right word I'm looking for, but it's like you're talking about teams that like some of them should not have been like not I'm saying that shouldn't have been, but they had question marks. Oregon getting blown up by Ohio State, that one was not foreseen, but like Georgia, first time starting quarterback. Boise State, obviously. And then who was the third one? I'm trying to think of the third one was. No, the fourth one was. Anyways, going to be a nice catch and grab, and that's going to be up to about the 21-yard line. Daniel's having a great game so far. I think it's like his fourth, maybe fifth catch so far. He's got about 50 yards. Like I said, really great job by him. It's going to be first down 10 from the 21-yard line. Okay, I was making sure it's firework. I was like, is that a firework or is that a gunshot? That's this firework. All right, under center. Going to be a handoff to Fletcher, who's going to get up to about the 25. So nice gain there. Actually, it was from the 22, so up to the 25 is going to be a gain of 3. So we second down 7. 7:45 would go in the second quarter. A little bit of hurry up. Bunch to the right. Carson Beck empty set. Drops back a pass. Quick throw. It's going to be caught, and that's going to be up to about the 29-yard line. It's going to be third down at about 3. That's going to be Marion with the catch. All right, third down and 3. 7:03 left to go in the second quarter. Still 14-0. Carson Beck, shotgun formation, run back to his left. Going to look like they're bringing a little bit of blitz. Looks like Arvell Reese going to bring a blitz for sure. Nope. Steps in the pocket. He's going to run. He's going to try to get the first down. He is. He's going to be shot, depending on the spot. That spot indicates a first down. Yep, it's a first down 10. Carson Beck picks up 3 with his legs. First down 10 at 32-yard line. They said, yeah, that's definitely fireworks. Solid blitz coming off the edge. It was number 7, bringing the pressure. And able to kind of like, avoid. I think it was Sonny Styles almost got a tackle on him. So they're going to be reviewing to make sure he got it. I think he gets it. But like I said, obviously, I don't know if maybe his shin went down before he caught the first down, but we'll check and see. So first down is under review. Let's see here. Got to get up to the 32. Not down. Right there. I don't see anything that's going to, like, make me change my mind. He's up, and down. Well, it's close. I'll say this. It's close, but I don't think it's, like, indisputable evidence that he's short. Maybe they can go, like, a frame by frame, but, like, it's pretty daggone close. What time is it? Oh, it's like 8:38. Okay, I guess there's a reason why there's a whole lot of fireworks. Right there. Like I said, if anything, it's like 4th and like maybe like 2 inches. Oh, so they are marking him short at the half-yard line. Okay, so they are marking him short. So yeah, if I'm Mario Cristobal, I would be upset too because I don't think that's indisputable evidence. So now I got to punt the ball away. Hmm. It's 6:19 left to go in the second quarter. Still 14-0. I don't know if I would have overturned that. I mean, even the broadcast didn't even show a clear view, so I don't really like that. Great punt though, amazing punt. Holy crap! It's rolling. It's rolling. It's rolling. Down to the 9-yard line. Amazing punt. Amazing punt. 14-0. 5:50 left to go in the second quarter. Like I said, I just right there. Maybe it's really close. Like I don't know if there. I don't think that there is enough to really overturn that you called it was a first down. Like you called it a first down. I don't think it's enough to really overturn it, but it is what it is. Granted, it's a great punt, so like I said, they're pinned deep. But I mean, if you get a first down, you get to continue to drain the clock. You're starting to have a decent drive after you being pinned back deep too. Because if Ohio State scores on this drive, like they get the ball to start the second half. So it would be a one possession game with Miami trying to make it a two possession game before the halftime. And so like I'm just saying like I understand why Mario Cristobal is very ticked off because like there's no there like I don't like even the TV like I don't have like the commentators on so I don't know what's being said but like even like the way they're showing it, it's not like like oh let's stop it right here and then show where it's see you can kind of see where it's short. It's not really showing that. So I don't know. I don't know. Also, I wish they would just get rid of the cheesiest coach cheesy commercial. We've seen that commercial for too many times. Like I really do think it's. I might be wrong. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that commercial's been used since like 2020 at least. Like it's been used consistently. I don't think that Cheez-Its has made an original commercial since that time. Also, I hate these Kalshi commercials. Holy crap, I hate it so much because it's AI. It's so bad. It's so bad. I hate it. I hate it so much. It just I don't like Kalshi in general. I don't, but I also just don't like this. They're just it's so I don't I don't like it. Yeah. The world's gone mad. Treat it. Ugh. This fireworks show's got to be wrapped up in now. What is it like? Yeah, it's like 8:42. Gotta wrap it up a little bit. I'm trying to decide at halftime if I'm gonna make me a drink or not, but I don't know if I want to or no. Maybe. Right now I'm just drinking sparkling cider like the Martinelli's. Usually, well, it's just sparkling with grape juice. Like I said, that's just I don't try to drink on stream. Um, but I don't know, maybe to ring in the new year, maybe. Gonna be handing off to Bo Jackson off to the left side. He got clothesline, and that is gonna be a gain of nothing. Second down 10 from the 9. Was there some movement on the line? Because it looked like there should have been like a offside penalty, but I guess not. Ohio State thinks so. Because I saw some movement. That was quick. Okay. Gonna be a play action pass, and he's got some time. Got some time. He's gonna check it down, and holy crap! That's hospital pass to the tight end. And so back-to-back plays with number one, and it's gonna be third down to 9. 5:19 left to go in the second quarter. Also, okay, whoever graphic it is That's like whenever they change like what the down and distance is, can you stop making it like yellow? Like I know it's technically gold, but like they do like a gold thing before they switch it. Like don't do that because it makes me think like there's a penalty and there's not a penalty. Like stop doing that. Like do something different. So far, Ohio State's 0 for 3 on third downs. This guy's getting off. Okay, so they're not off. He's better get off sides. Yeah, Ruben Bain's like, hey, back it up, bud. All right, so third down 9, draws back to pass, and gets the pressure. Is going to check it down. It's going to be incomplete. 0 for 4 on third downs. Again, got to punt the ball away. If you're Ohio State, man, you are not feeling good. Stop doing that. It's ticking me off right now because like it makes me feel like there's a penalty, and it's not a penalty, but it makes me think there's a penalty. Like stop doing it. Also, all Miami's doing is just doing some twists. Like they're blitzing some, but they're just all they're doing is running twists, and it's confusing the mess out of Ohio State's offensive linemen. Punt is away. Good return from the 40, and Malachi Tony's got a little bit of room, and I don't know why in the world he decided to do that, but he only got about 2 yards there from the 42. Why did you, Malachi? You could have just kept trying to go left. I don't know why you tried to cut back inside. That makes no sense. But anyways, so great field position by Miami. Still by 2 scores. Ohio State does get the ball started second half, so it's very imperative that you get some scores right now. Are we going to commercial break or no? No, good. Yes, we're not going to commercial break. 5:02 remains in the second quarter. Winner plays either Ole Miss or Georgia, which is going to be the night game tomorrow. All right, under center, Fletcher in the backfield. Going to send tight end in motion over to the right. Going to be a play action pass. And steps in the pocket is going to throw. That's going to be great catch. And that's going to be Marion. So first down 10, gain about 12 yards there. All the way up to, I think, is it the 45-yard line? Looks like 45. Let's see here. Starts outside, cuts back inside. That's a great catch. Oh, it's a 45, yeah. I mean, Matthews is all over him, too. Number 7 for Ohio State. So from the 44, pistol formation, bunch to the right, and going to be a handoff to Fletcher, who's going to try left side. He gets kind of cut underneath. Still got about 4, though. Depends on the spot. And it's going to be second down about 6. So again, Miami just drain this clock. About 4:07 left to go second quarter. You got all 3 timeouts, so it doesn't really matter. But you want to drain this clock as much as possible. Get out a score, but go up by 3 scores, hopefully going into halftime. Shotgun formation, run back to his left from the 40-yard line. Second down 6. Now motions Fletcher. Going to be a screen pass up to Marion. Gets about 3, though. So we third down 3. 3:35 to go in the second quarter. I'm trying to remember if their kicker can make from this. I think he can. It's because it's from like the 30, what's it, the 37-ish yard line. I kind of. He might be able to make it from here. All right, bunch to the left. Going to send Fletcher in motion over to his left. And timeout was called by Miami. Good timeout. Very crucial third down 3. So, all right, Miami. Let's see here. I don't know I'm trying to think what they should do. On one hand, I think like you've been getting about 3 yards a pop on the run. So maybe like inside zone can work. And also like you're kind of no man's land, so even if you don't get the first down, hopefully you get like 2 yards, be like 4th and 1, and you can like QB sneak it, try to get it. Because like, so in my opinion, I think Miami runs the ball because even if you just run the ball, you'll takedown time, or Ohio State's going to call a timeout. So there we go. There's more fireworks. All right, so it's going to be pistol formation. They're crowding the box right now. Send tight end in motion. Okay. Fourth down two from the 36. I think I'll do. Let's see here. Fourth down two, they're going for it, obviously, like I said. Make it a little more manageable. Shotgun formation. Going to be bunch to the right, Fletcher to his left. Draws back to pass. He's got some time. Throws. That's been caught. That's going to be first down. Malachi Tony all the way up to the 30-yard line. First down 10 for Miami. And we are approaching the 2-minute warning. Great job on Miami. So, 2-minute warning from the 30-yard line. We're going to go to commercial break. Yeah, Miami's been dominant so far this game. It's been like one good play for Ohio State, and then the very next play you throw a pick six. So, not great. Not great. All right, so let me try to think. How in the world are we going to fix this for Ohio State? Obviously, Saban's a little bit off. When I say a little bit, I mean like very off. Your offensive line especially in pass pro, is struggling mightily with twists. I mean, it's been every single time that Saban's been sacked, it's because of twists. Like you're not able to handle the twist. So I don't think you can do 5-man protections anymore. You gotta have a tight end in there. Really also need like a running back to help out at first, and then maybe you have them go into the flat. But if I'm Ohio State, obviously I got to hold to a field goal here. If it's 21, if it gets to 21-0, it's not going to be good. Because like I said, even though you start the second half, like you have all three timeouts, you might be having enough time to get the ball back and maybe get a little drive. But like right now, nothing's really been working besides that one post that you threw to Jeremiah Smith. So you've got to get the run game going. You've got to get the run game going and try to get some pressure off and saying, obviously not right now, because like I said, when you get the ball back, you're more likely to do like basically a 1-minute offense, maybe. So if I'm looking at Ohio State, obviously take your lumps this first half. Start the second half, that first drive, you got to get the run game going to get your quarterback, your redshirt freshman quarterback, get him under control, get him like some easy pass to try to get back into the rhythm of things, and then you start taking deep shots down the field. But like, I don't like your offensive line has not been able to hold up for you to take those deep shots. Like the one time they did, like you were able to throw that post to Jeremiah Smith, which is nice, but like every other time, it has been constant pressure, which was one of the things that I was concerned about, and it's showing. Like you can't handle Ruben Bain, you can't handle Akeem, and when they decide to do a twist, your offensive line craps their pants. So like, it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good right now. So I don't know. I don't know. It's not insurmountable just yet. It's not insurmountable just yet. But if you're Ohio State and you right now you have like -9 rushing yards, it's just not looking good. It's not. So Carson Beck, first down 10 from 30. So far it's 13 for 16, 104 and a touchdown. Oh shoot, my bad. Got a little stuck in my throat. Drops back a pass, got plenty of time, and is going to get sacked back at the 35-yard line. The first sack of the day, and it's going to be second down 15. 1:51. Timeout was called by Ohio State. I mean, kind of held on to the ball for a little bit. Kind of like he could have thrown it. There's there's some people that are kind of open, but not really. But it's a loss of 5, so second out of 15. I don't know if you could do that. They stink when you're down by 14 there, bud. So it's actually going to be 154 left to go in the second quarter. Second down and 14. Oh, about to say, like, you just went black for a second. I was like, what in the world? All right. Shotgun formation with Flesher to his right. From about the 34 and a half. Now moves over. Yeah, Fletcher to his left. Trips to the right. Going to send Malachi Tony in motion. Going to be a toss to Malachi Tony. He's going to lose about 4. Nash probably lose about 5. Sonny Styles shot through the gap, and it's going to be third down and 20. And now we're out of field goal range. You just keep going back. Okay, so that's not great for Miami. Because, like, dude, the left tackle just getting beat the whole entire time. He's not been good. I forget who the left tackle is for Miami, but he cannot handle speed to save his life. Good lord, he can't handle Sonny Styles or Arvell Reese, which is why I wonder why they're not putting Arvell Reese more on the left tackle, which doesn't make no sense to me. Anyways, so third down and 20. Ohio State called a second timeout, so it's one. Do a screen to try to get some more of the thing back, some more of the yards back, but like. Yeah, all the momentum. It's still momentum, but like, if you come out empty for this drive, like that's a win in Ohio State's book. Shotgun formation with trips to the right, 5 yards away from being in field goal range. Running back to his left. Carson Beck drops back to pass. Only rushing 3. Takes a deep shot. Holy crap! And it's gonna be incomplete. Why are we taking a deep touchdown shot? You get in the field goal range. Why are we taking a deep shot? Why that Miami? What are we doing? What are we doing? Now you gotta put the ball away now. Miami. Well, I mean, you pin them deep, hoping you pin them deep now, but it's so dumb, so dumb. It's third and 20. You're not gonna get it. Just try to get as much as you can. Try to kick a field goal to go up by 3 scores. Punt is away, and it's going to be, oh, lovely. Down at about the 2. Great job there by, who's that, 18? Yeah, the gunner number 18. No, 16, sorry. Great job by him. I mean, he fields it, tiptoe, pushes it back. That's amazing. That's a great job by him. I mean, like, goes full Michael Jackson, just lean it, and then just tosses it back. 136 to go second quarter. One timeout for Ohio State. Down by 14. Oh, I forgot Auburn. That's who the kicker is. Oh, it's Bert Auburn. I forgot that he left Texas to go to Miami. Totally forgot he left. I saw the hair and I saw Auburn. And I was like, oh, I know that. I know that hair anywhere. Julian Sainz, shotgun formation, running back to his right. And going to be a handoff to the running back who's going to get about to the 5. 5 or 6 depends on the spot. Second down about 6, 130. And why did someone call timeout? Miami called timeout. Okay, that makes sense. That said, I was like, what in the world? Whew. Excuse me. I still think that Carl Tate doesn't have a single reception yet. Pretty sure. If Ohio State ends up shut out in the first half, there's going to be a lot of discussion about Ryan Day right now. And I don't think there should be. I don't think there should be. It might be a little rusty. His quarterback's not really playing really well. His offensive line's definitely not playing well. Like I said, they're showing it right now. It's just twists. It's literally just twists. And also saying is, oh, that one was just the nickel blitz. That's what I showed before. So going to bring another nickel blitz. What it looks like. Yep. Draws back a pass and is going to dump it off to the running back who is going to get up to about the. Oh, look, there got the first down. We'll pin in the spot. I think they're going to get the first down. Yep. So 121 left to go in the in the second quarter. First down 10 for Ohio State. Still got timeout. Still down 14-0, but at least you got a little bit of breathing room. All right, so what you going to do? Probably a deep shot to Jeremiah Smith, I guess. Julian saying 5 for 11, 100 yards and an interception, and like 80 something of that is to Jeremiah Smith. Gonna be a flashy pass, throws, be caught. That's good to the 25 and down to the 27-yard line, and finally, Carnell Tate got a catch. 1:16 left to go, second quarter. See, it's smart. Like, we're basically just throwing a little hot route to wherever the blitz is coming. Up to about the 35-yard line. Nice gain there by, who was that again? That's 12. Shoot, what is his name? I hate when I keep forgetting. It's gain of 8, second down 2, 1:07 left to go in the second quarter. Bo Jackson's back there. All right, shotgun formation. Bo Jackson to his right. Miami's bringing the blitz. Draws back to pass. Thrown across the middle, up to the 45-yard line. First down 10 for Ohio State. 1:02. Still got plenty of time. Shotgun formation. Bo Jackson to his right. Draws back to pass. Ruben Bain almost got a sack. And incomplete. Oh, that should be a penalty flag. It's not a penalty flag? It probably should be. WWE Super Slammed him. So second down 10, 56 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Ruben Bain, like I said, almost got himself a pick. Not pick, but a sack. Zoe, I'm not watching the game. Just your call of it. When was the? I don't know if we can do the they stink if you're only up by 14. You were referring to, is that a player celebration or a fan thing? Player celebration, like when it was popularized like a couple of years ago, especially when Cam Ward was doing like that kind of celebration, like you stink. So yeah, up to the 50, up to about the 47-yard line. Clock will continue to run. 46, 45, 44. That's basically what they were referring to. And what I was referring to is that he made that after he made the sack. I'm like, you're down 14-0. Only you can really say that. Clock continues to run. 35, 34, 33. Third down and 3. Shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. Julian Sainz going to try to avoid the rush. Throws, and it's going to be caught. First down to the 39-yard line. Almost got a sack. 25 seconds. They got to either clock it, or no, they're going to try to run the play. So time is wasting. 25, 24, 23, 22. Drops back to pass. Julian Sainz. And I think a timeout was called by Miami. Was it Miami? Yeah, Miami called a timeout, yeah. I know that happened a bit ago, but I was making dinner at the time. Oh, okay. Okay, thanks for the explanation. Yeah, no problem. I forget that sometimes I guess like a non-visual thing. So, but yeah, that's basically what would it was. It wasn't McDonald. It was the other defense tackle from Ohio State who did it. But basically, yeah, you're like I said, you're down 14-0, and you haven't done much. I don't think you can really be like, you stink. Like I don't think you could do that. But so they're at the 39-yard line, first down 10. So you still got a time on your back pocket, which is good. I'm kind of surprised they didn't spike it there. I guess they want to try to spike it the next time, maybe. But you want to try to score because obviously, like I said, you get the ball start second half. if you're still down by 2 possessions, that's okay if you have to settle for a field goal, but like obviously you wouldn't get a touchdown here. But is that no? That can't be. I gotta check and see. I gotta check and see the staff for Miami. I think I just saw somebody that I think that coached in Miami. Bunch to the right, Bo Jackson to his left. Julian Sand drops back a pass, bringing only three. Throws to be caught. That's to be Carnell Tate, who got absolutely smacked. Timeout's called by Ohio State. They're at field goal range at about the 32-yard line. So 15 seconds left. No timeouts. Second down and 2. Let me check and see something. Just for a moment. Is Jason Taylor on Miami staff? Because I could have sworn I saw him. Yep, he's a defense end coach for Miami. That's what I thought. I knew that face. I saw that face, and I was like, I know I've seen that face before. Yeah, it is Jason Taylor. He was like I said, it was showing Mario Cristobal, the head coach from Miami, just walking down the sidelines, and then it just crosses Jason Taylor, and I'm like, no, does that? I was like, that's true enough. Is. And it makes sense. I mean, like he's done a really good job with Ruben Bain and Akeem. Both of them, great prospects. Akeem, I think, is fine. I kind of like Akeem. He's probably like a second-round pick, but Ruben Bain, I think, should be a top 5 pick. But that's just my opinion. Some people are going a little lower on him. Shotgun formation, drops back to pass, and getting some pressure. Almost sacked. Saying just throws it away. That's fine. 10 seconds left. Third down 2. Ruben Bain almost got himself a sack, and that would have changed a lot of things. That's a great dip move. Oh man, almost got the. Okay, so Ruben Bain, he messed up by going for the football instead of going for the sack. That's on Ruben Bain. He had it. He should have had that. He just tried to go for the football instead of going for the sack. But it was a great ghost move by ghost and rip for Ruben Bain. Third down 2, draws back a pass and throws to the left side, incomplete. 6 seconds. Got to go for a career long for the kicker. Try to make it a 11-point game. I've been enjoying the good special teams play so far. Yeah. I think there's been some good punts, and see if Jaden Fielding can kick this. This is going to be a 50-yard field goal, so this is going to be his career long. Right now his career long is 49. So it's a 50-yarder. I say 49, but it's basically a 50. Kick is up, kick it. Oh my gosh, he missed it. It was just going straight left. And it will still be 14-0. Miami is just going to kneel it down. Zoe, you jinxed it. Zoe, why'd you do it? Why'd you do it, Zoe? You jinxed it. You jinxed it. We had great special teams, and then now we got to miss field goal, Zoe. It's just that's why I don't do the I guess I technically announced that his career long is a 49-yard field goal. Oh no, yeah, he missed it. Even Carson Beck can't believe it. Yeah, he missed it all the way to the left. It's just incredible, lovely. So I mean, it still would have been a 2-possession game, but still, you're going into halftime, and you are shut out in a game that most people picked you to win. So, not great, Bob. But here's the thing: you get the ball started second half. All you gotta do is just do better. All you gotta do is just do better. I mean, it's simple enough. But Zoe, hey, no, Zoe, we're happy. Zoe, we're happy that you did because we don't want Ohio State to win. Do I think they were going to win? Yes, but I'm glad that Miami's winning right now. So, first time trying at halftime this season, of course. Like I see you, for the most part, you've been like 12-0. So yeah, been one of the most dominant teams. I mean, you let up like 8 points a game. So yeah, it makes sense when it's the first time that you're trailing. All right, I'm trying to decide If I want to make me a drink, or just give me Dr. Pepper. What time is it? 9:09. Ah, do I want to make me one? I could do like the Dr. Pepper with the caramel moonshine or the caramel moonshine would be good. Dr. Pepper. Hmm. Maybe later. Maybe later. I'll just give me Dr. Pepper. I'll just give me Dr. Pepper. So I'm gonna be away for just a second. Give me Dr. Pepper, and I come back. Got to get some more fluids because I just drank this whole entire thing. Wait, there we go. Martinelli's sparkling cider. It's a tradition. Well, not really tradition to get this. Normally, I get Welch's sparkling white grape juice because back in the day when I couldn't drink because I was young, me and my sister would get a bottle to ourselves, and that's what we would be drinking for New Year's. And I try to get some at Target because I would be at Target. I was close to Target today when I went grocery shopping today, and they didn't have it. They didn't have any sparkling white grape juice. So I was like, I don't want to go all the way to Walmart when I'm already here at Target. So I'll just get this instead. It's fine. It's not the same. It's not the same, but it's fine. It's okay. But that's like I said, uh, New Year's Eve tradition. All right, so let me get my Dr. Pepper, and then I'll be back. Oh, been sitting down for too long. Oh. Oh. All right, no. Maybe later. Maybe later. Oh. I've only had a bush once in my life. For some reason, whenever I crack open a can, I just say bush. Well, it's sizzling. Sizzling. When it's that, man, I'm just going to go away with that. Watched your SC lore video. Thank you so much. I thought it was fantastic and very informative. Thank you so much there, Zoe. Um, it took a while to get all the information down, but I will be making more SEC lore videos, like down the line. The next one that I'll be doing probably won't be for another. I see. When I'll probably put that. I'm gonna put that out. I'll put that out probably MLK weekend, and it'll be Auburn being Auburn. All the mess ups and screw ups that Auburn has made. So that will also be a long video because I kind of mentioned some of the stuff in the SEC lore video for Alabama because like it's kind of tied in with like showing how the ups and downs of Alabama football, the ups and downs of Auburn football have kind of correlated at certain points that have made the rivalry so deep seated and like filled with hate. But Auburn has done a lot of stupid stuff where there's a thing that has been said, especially in Alabama, of Auburn being Auburn. Auburn expecting that Hugh Freeze is going to change his ways. Auburn being Auburn. Auburn trying to hire Bob Petrino while they still employ Toppy Thompsonville. Auburn being Auburn. Just to show you kind of just some of the stuff they'll be hitting into that video. But I'll get that information together, probably film it, and then probably try to get it out MLK weekend because I got some other videos I want to make. I got 2 videos in particular that I want to put out before then. Plus, also, I still am so behind on getting the NFL basement / penthouse, and I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I'm trying to get that out too sometime, but I got some other videos I want to put out too, but I was really proud. I want to get my editing better. That's the thing. I really want to get better. I wanted my editing better with videos because I don't know what I'm doing. like, I mean, like you can see, like I don't like I put this scoreboard here because I don't know how to make an actual scoreboard. Like I have no clue. I was trying to make one, and then it was like, you got to pay $20 a month to use this. I'm like, what? No, like I'm not spending $20 a month on top of the money that I'm already spending to stream. Like to use your stuff to stream, I'm not spending $20 extra per month to make a scoreboard. That doesn't make any sense. Like, why would I do that? So I don't know. Hopefully I'll figure out something soon. But yeah. I can tell a lot of research and effort went into it, and the way you formatted it, broke it up into sections was very well done. Thank you so much. I was thinking like it'd be best to break it down into like mostly by coaches, and then by like certain things like the scandal that really changed some of the perspective of Gene Stallings' tenure as Alabama's head coach. Also, that offseason from hell for the Mike Price situation. That whole entire thing is peak. It's I don't know the best way to put this. It really is a turning point for Alabama where they're just trying to get done with all the mess. Like they got a whole bunch of mess, and it's like we just got to clear up a lot of this stuff. And honestly, they did because they saw the textbook fiasco under Mike Shula, but still, anyways, I enjoyed making that video. I wish I'd done a better job as far as editing wise, but I still okay with how it turned out. Obviously, I also think that I probably should have done a better job on the thumbnail. I didn't like the thumbnail, but I made it and just be like, I showed like the road travel to go from Bear Bryant to Nick Saban, but still. But like I said, I'm trying to get better at editing, trying to get better, and some of the different stuff like formatting and stuff that I do. But I'm so proud of it. But I'm hoping to do better in my next video for sure, definitely for sure. Like I said, I will probably put out the next video either Sunday or Monday, depends. I'll have a lot more time to do the filming and editing on Friday because I'll have today I'm streaming this, and then tomorrow I'm streaming 3 games, so I don't really have time to film. But on Friday, I'll have time to film and then edit down and then be able to get that final touches on Saturday and then probably like drop it Sunday morning, if I had to guess. But be looking out for another video posting on Sunday. They're showing right now the ESPN showing the doubleheader. You got Carolina Panthers versus Buccaneers at 4:15 Eastern Time. We'll be streaming that one, obviously, as a Panthers fan. Hoping for the best. Hoping that our streak continues where we win, lose, 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 win. And then I'll be streaming that tonight's game because here's the ordeal. So if the Panthers win, then obviously we win the NFC South. If we lose, out of the 3 of us, we have the best record between the 3 of us. So, in that case, Panthers get in. The reason why Saturday night's so important for Panthers, what the heck happened? Oh, we're good. All right, that's weird. The reason why Saturday night's so important for the Panthers is because it's going to determine who we're going to play. Because obviously, it will be a very big shock if the Rams lose to the Cardinals. Like, you're pretty sure that the Rams are going to beat the Cardinals, but then again, they did lose to the Falcons, so we don't know. But let's just assume the Rams beat the Cardinals. So let's just assume the Rams beat the Cardinals, okay? Then whatever happens Saturday is going to determine who the Panthers play. If Seattle wins and the Rams win, then we will play the Rams. So if Seattle wins and the Rams win, we will play the Rams the first round of the division round. If the Rams win and the 49ers win, then we'll play the Seattle Seahawks for the division round. The only way we play the 49ers is if the 49ers lose and then the Rams also lose. Somehow they lose to the Cardinals. That's the only way that we'll play the 49ers, which is very unlikely. So more than likely we'll either play the Seahawks or the Rams. So that's the reason why I'll be streaming both those games. Panthers games, obviously, and then like Seattle and 49ers. And then I'll be streaming Sunday night game, which will be Ravens versus Steelers, which is going to be a very interesting game, to say the least. Fight for the AFC North. It'll be also happy early birthday to Derrick Henry because his birthday's on Sunday. So on Sunday Night Football, try to win the AFC North. It's his birthday, so expect Derrick Henry to go off because they're probably going to feed him a lot. But I'll be streaming that one too. My sister is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. She was very ticked off last week, and so she's hoping that they win. I think I'm leaning more towards the Ravens, but I don't know. I don't know just yet. Let's see here. Zoe, the offseason from hell was wild. The idea of turning your players into like textbook dealers to pay them under the table is crazy work. That's like I said, you think that's crazy work, but I will go into what Auburn has done, which is also even worse. If like I said, I'm not of the belief that Auburn is high and mighty and doesn't deserve anything to be talked bad about. I will call them out whenever they do anything stupid. As an Auburn fan and Auburn alumnus, I will also do that too. But yes, as much as craziness as the Alabama thing happened, Auburn has done worse. Which matchup in the division round would you feel better about? Okay, so obviously we have beaten the Rams, and that was with Trevor Merring, and that was without J.C. Horn. So I would feel better about the Rams, but I know it's still a tough matchup. Like if I'm like looking at it from the perspective of offense still be good. You got Puka Nacua, you got Devontae Adams, you got Matthew Stafford, no team twice, but you're getting back key pieces that you didn't have in that game, which was J.C. Horn trying to cover, like he's one of the best cover corners in the NFL, especially this year, and him going against one of the two, and then having more help in the backfield in the defensive back end with Trevor Merring. So, like, theoretically, it's the Rams. Who do I want to face up against? I want to face up against the Seahawks because of the fact that I really, really think that Sam Darnold is going to absolutely screw the pooch in the playoffs. He's starting to tail off right now, which is the reason why I'm going for the 49ers. I think they're going to win, which would entail that we would play the Seahawks. But I don't know. I just feel like the way the game went, where we lost to Seattle, it was 3-3. It was 3-3. Yes, Seattle was able to move the ball better than the Panthers were, but it's still 3-3. We get the pick. Mike Jackson picks off Sam Darnold. It's 3-3. If we just don't commit stupid turnovers, which we are a team that cannot help ourselves. If we have turnovers, we can't help ourselves. Like we're going to lose the game. If we don't have those two turnovers that put our defense in a bad spot, it's not 17-3, but then it's 17-3, and then we go down the field. We score a touchdown. It's 17-10, and you're like, okay, hey, we haven't looked good all game, but there's still a chance for us to do well. It's 17-10, and it's 3rd and 21. I repeat, it was Horn's always had a problem with having his hands too high. But J.C. Horn on a short little, like, dump-off pass to JSN Instead of just pushing him out of bounds, he puts his hand a little too high, gets his face mask, but not that much. And then JSN, I mean, I don't know, maybe at Ohio State he took some acting classes, but like acted like the world's ending. His eye was punched out, fell to his knees, crying like I don't know, it wasn't that like he literally got punched in the it wasn't like he got punched in the face, so like you get like you could tell like he's like ripped. It's just like a little tug, and then JSN acts like the whole entire world is crumbling at his feet, and he drops to his knees. It's a face mask nonetheless. It is a face mask. I'm not going to deny it wasn't, but the overacting got me ticked off by JSN. But still, after that, defense falls apart. They score, and so then like said we can't do anything on the next drive, and then basically like just best the game. Like so, you set up the defense in the bad spot, down by 2 scores, with like 4 minutes left, and it's like the game's over. But like it's where like it was a reachable kind of what is this? I don't know what is this, but it was a winnable game against a team that I think we can beat. I think we can. So would I rather go up against a team that we've already beaten, that it's hard to beat a team twice, or would I rather try to get a revenge against a team that beat us that we could have clinched the division right then and there? I want the Seahawks. I do. I want the Seahawks. I know it was a long roundabout way, but I do. I want the Seahawks. And I think we are. I think we're going to get them. I'm so mad about the Seahawks game too. I'm livid. I'm upset about a lot of the Panthers games because we just can't be consistent. Um, which is the reason why I think we're going to beat the Bucks because I don't know, we just have a way of doing that, but it is what it is. I'm rooting for your Panthers. Thank you so much there, Zoe. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm rooting for the Broncos as well. It'd be nice. 10-year anniversary of your last Super Bowl if you make it back to the Super Bowl. Um, I do need your defense to start performing a little bit better because so far like it's been kind of floundering a little bit. I'm a little bit concerned. A little bit concerned about your defense because it should be good, and it's being a little. Ah, looky there, we got a little bot. Interesting. Live. Oh, thank you so much. It's been a while since we had a bot in here. I mean, they post like four and they're gone, so I'm not really gonna delete it. It'll be alright. Man, Ohio State, but take the field. I've already said this before, but you desperately gotta get something here. Like if you go 3-and-out, holy crap! Like your your whole entire like fan base is going to crumble right now because like there was concern coming in with Ryan Day going back to play calling because like yes, as I mentioned at the very beginning, he was good. He was a play caller even when he was a head coach before. Um, so it's like still should be able to be good, but right now it's been kind of stale. Some of it's not really on him. Like some of his execution for sure. Like he can't help the fact if his offensive line can't block. He can't help the fact if Julian Saint's been off on some of his throws. So I give credit what's credit's due. But if I'm Ryan Day, I'm focusing a lot more on running the ball and hoping that Bo Jackson can actually push forward a little bit. Uh, I would like you to do so too. Exactly, Zoe. I think I think you will. You'll as long as you beat the Chargers, you should. I'm sorry, but if the Broncos lose to the Chargers without having Justin Herbert, you have a whole bunch of other problems. But you should be able to get the first round bye, then take on the lowest AFC team, which is going to be interesting to see at least because I have no idea with these playoffs. Like it's gonna be crazy. Like the AFC playoffs gonna be crazy. AFC playoffs gonna be crazy. Um, You've got great defenses and interesting offenses, like talking about Buffalo and talking about Houston, obviously. But as far as like your wild card teams, Emmanuel, took a little break. What's happened in the last hour? Last hour? Um, got me Dr. Pepper. Not much. No, I'm just kidding. It's been 14-0 pretty much the whole entire time. I said I don't remember if it was an hour ago or not, but the Keontae Scott pick six after the huge bomb to Jeremiah Smith that got him down to the 15 changed the aspect of the game because it was 7-0 at that point in time. You were like knocking on the door after the huge play, and then bam, pick six. Now it's 2-score game. Miami got into field goal range. Like they had a nice drive, got into field goal range, and then got sacked for 5 yards. And then tried to run a play with Malachi Tony, where it was like in basically not really end around, but kind of like just like a little shovel to Malachi Tony. Lost 5 yards as well. It was 3rd and 20. Instead of trying to get 5 more yards, trying to get a field goal range, they decide let's just throw a bomb, the long field goal range for the kicker. Like it's his career long. Try to make it an 11-point game, and then he kicks it left, like not even close. So right now, -3 rushing yards the first half, fewest in any half since 2004. 2004. So yeah, it's not been great for Ohio State. Just all game, pretty much. So please, Ohio State, if you will, just try to run the ball. Just try. It might work. It's possible, but we cannot be certain. Why is it doing that? It sounds like a creaking for some odd reason. Return to the 15 up. Oh, golly. Oh, gosh. Yeah, he got absolutely smacked. All right, great job by the kick return team. Kick off team for Miami. So we first down and 10 by the 16, maybe 17-yard line for Ohio State. I have no idea what the reporter is saying, but obviously they're talking about Ryan Day. Probably what he said at halftime. We got to do better. Yeah, probably so. Like I said, I don't know what he said, but I'm pretty sure that's what he said. All right, so from the 18-yard line, shotgun formation. Actually, that's our pistol formation. Going to be a handoff to Bo Jackson, who's got plenty of room up to about the 24-yard line. Nice gain there of about 4 or 5 yards. Second down about 5. Like I said, just take it calm, be calm, cool, collective, run the ball, make smart decisions. Actually, it was a 7-yard gain. Okay, second down 3. Sorry about that. Well, that's second down 4. Shotgun formation with Bo Jackson to his left. Going to be a hand of Bo Jackson, who's going to get up to the middle field, up to the 30, down to 31. Nice little push and shove going on afterwards, like the physicality. First down to Ohio State. You can do some play action passes off of it too. So I'm expecting that soon. From 31, saying underneath the center. Play action pass. Got time. Plenty of time. Checks it down. It's going to be up to about the 37-yard line. So nice gain there, about 5 yards. Second down 5. Like I said, I don't even mind if you're just dinking and dunking down the field. It's fine. Like I said, get your quarterback back in the rhythm of things. Score somehow. And then you're right back in this. Do I want Ohio State to win? No. I picked them to win, but I don't mind if they lose. But, like, I always want this to be a good game. So, all right. So, okay, why are we doing it? Don't like this. I don't like him being by himself. Okay, good. Now we bring it back. Okay. Shotgun formation with Bo Jackson to his right. Going to bring tight end in motion up to the left. 2 tight ends to the left. Going to be a hand of Bo Jackson. Is going to have some room up to the 40, up to the 45. Up to the 50, up to the 45-yard line. First down 10 for Ohio State. Bo Jackson kind of get up a little bit limp, but Ohio State's finally moving the ball. They're on Miami side of the field. Thank the Lord that you're actually running the ball, and you're not making mistakes. Just don't make mistakes. I know it's a hard thing to do, but just don't make mistakes. From the 45, pistol formation, tight end to his right, going to be a play action pass. Saying sidesteps defender and is going to get sacked back at the 50. Now we're behind the line of script. Not behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're behind the chains. Lightfoot with the sack, number 12. It's the left tackle getting beat, and then it's the right tackle trying. I mean, it should have been a hold for sure. If it wasn't a sack, it should have been a hold. But just not being able to do anything. That's the 4th sack so far. Shotgun formation, number 12 to his right. Play clock at 3, 2, 1. God ball snap, drops back to pass. Throws down the field. That's because Jeremiah Smith, first down 10 from the 27-yard line. Finally, let's go. All right, Ohio State. Doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good. I still hate the graphic of where it's like it changes the down distance, but it changes it in gold. Stop changing it to gold because it makes it look like a yellow. It's like this made like a flag. Don't do that. Make it something different. Jeremiah Smith is 4 receptions for 105 yards so far. Saying under center. 2 tight ends to the left. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be up to the 25 and down to about the 22-yard line. Nice gain there, 4 yards. Second down 6 for Donaldson. It's been a long, sustained drive for Ohio State so far. Shotgun formation, 2 tight ends to the right. Donaldson to his right. Now we're spreading out a little bit. Now we got Cardinal Tate in the backfield as well. Okay, it's an interesting formation. Going to be a screen pass to Cardinal Tate, who's got some blockers to the 15, up to about the 10. Pushed out of bounds by Akeem. Sorry. Up to about the 10 or 9 yard line, first and goal for Ohio State. It had 2 tight ends pushed out, like 2 tight ends out wide, and it's basically just a screen pass. It's a swing pass, basically a screen pass. It's Cardinal Tate. So from about the 8 or 9 yard line, Ohio State knocking on the door, trying to make it a 1-score game. Shotgun formation with Bo Jackson to his right, 2 tight ends to the left. Sand drops back to pass, and is getting some pressure. He's going to throw, it's going to be caught, and that's going to be, nice tackle. Up to the 5-yard line, gain of 3. It's going to be second to goal from the 5. 9:15 left to go in the third. It's still a long drive, which I don't mind, especially if you ended a touchdown here. But got it in a touchdown. Saying shotgun formation, 2 tight end set. Going to be hands with Bo Jackson, who is going to get down to about the 1. Third and goal from the 1. 8:40 left to go in the third. Huge, huge play right here. Saying shotgun formation. Actually, no, sorry, pistol. No, it is shotgun. Sorry, shotgun formation. 2 tight end set. Bo Jackson, hand off to Bo Jackson, who is going to get in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. And it is now a one possession game. 8:05 to go in the third quarter, 14 to 6. We finally have a score for Ohio State. Miami now used her turn to respond. All right, extra point for Ohio State. And kick is up. Kick is good. So it is 14-7. Officially can say that now. 14-7, so 7-point game. Miami obviously has been able to move the ball, but has not capitalized. We actually have a close game now, so I'm okay with that. I'd rather it be a close game and then it being like a two-score game because that's like, all right, we're not really doing well. But Ohio State did what I told them they could do, which is lean on the running game. It's been working. Deacon and Dunk down the field is no problem at all. Like I said, it's not a problem. Did have that layer pass to Jeremiah Smith, so that was nice too. But like I said, being smart, huge for Ohio State. Lean on what's gotten you there. That's being a good running team. So pretty sure that Bo Jackson had 1,000 yards or close to it. There's another thing too that I was thinking about. So I mentioned before how Oregon I really like, but I think they're too young right now. Like I think that they'll be a better team next year. Um, that is also with me thinking that they're probably going to lose Dante Moore to the NFL and also Sadiq. So that's going to be a huge blow. But like overall, I think if they hit on a quarterback in the transfer portal, which I would be surprised if like one of the top transfer portal quarterbacks would try to go to Oregon. Um, you have talented running backs, and you have a talented defense with the defensive-minded head coach. Like, even if Oregon loses tomorrow to Texas Tech, which may happen, but I'm feeling better about Oregon. Um, but I don't know. Like I said, Texas Tech hasn't really been tested that much, so if they are behind, I'm like, how are they actually going to be able to do? Because like I said, when they actually were behind, they lost to Arizona State, so I'm like, eh. But I I'm thinking about that, but Ohio State's team is very senior laden, like very senior laden. So if they lose this game, obviously you have Sayan, obviously you have Jeremiah Smith, but they're going to have to do a lot of rebuilding as well because like there's a lot of Ohio State players that are either graduating or going to the NFL, and obviously like you said, you have talent underneath you, but like it'd still be a vastly different Ohio State team uh, next year. Um, did your scoreboard break? It still shows second quarter score. Really? Not bad. Let me check and see. There we go. Yeah, it was stuck. It was stuck for some reason. We got a 6-7. Really interesting. All right, so 8:05 to go in the third quarter. 14-7. Miami. Just be smart. So we want you to win. America is rooting for Miami, which is feels weird for some people in America because they're so used to Miami being the bad boys. So, but we're rooting for parity. Carson Beck going to be in shotgun formation, maybe possibly. It's taking a long time for some reason. Nope, pistol formation. Sorry, pistol formation with Fletcher behind him. Tony in the slot coming to motion. Going to be a handoff to Fletcher, who's going to get up to about the 30-yard line. Nice getting there, 5 yards. Second down, 5. Like I said, I don't mind that. For Miami, it's just kind of like drain the clock. You relying on the run game. It's been good for you. Just be smart. No mistakes. That's all we're asking for. No mistakes. Shotgun formation with Fletcher to his left. Draws pick the pass. And nice. Batted down by McDonald. And it's be third down 5. 7:22 on the third. That's huge. That is huge. I think you're trying to get a Fletcher there. Let's see. Make sure. Oh, that would have been nice too, because he had a little bit of room to go. So that's actually really nice by McDonald because like Fletcher had a step on Curry and was it McDonald? I know Matthews. I think Matthews is the other person. So probably got a first down. Shotgun formation, Fletcher to his left, drops back a pass, bringing the pressure, throws. That's be caught. That's be a first down up to the 43-yard line. Miami. That's Marion with the catch. A little comeback route there. Great block there by Fletcher, too, on pass protection. So first down 10 for the 43-yard line. Actually, 42. That's an interesting spot. Shotgun formation, running back to his left. Going to be a handoff to Fletcher, who's going to get up to about the 45-yard line. Keep pushing, and all the way down to the 48-yard line. Nice gain there at 6 yards. Second down 4. I like the physicality of this game, too. There's a lot of pushing and shoving after the play. There's a lot of, moving bodies. I love the physicality of this game so far. I mean, the center's in the middle of it. He's just getting like a lot of pressure off his butt, pretty much just like, rah. All right, second down 4 from the 48-yard line. Pistol formation, Fletcher behind him. Going to send Marion in motion. Going to be hand of Fletcher, who's going to get up to the 50, up to the 45, up to the 40, and down to the 39-yard line. Nice tackle there by Caleb Downs. First down 10 for Miami. 5:55 on the third. Clock continues to run. Just drain the clock. Try to get a score any way you can. Make it a two-position game once again. And put the pressure back on Ohio State. The center. First down 10 from the 40. Pistol formation once again. Trips to the right. Going to send number 1 into motion. Going to be a handoff to, actually, no, not Fletcher. It's going to be to 22. What's his name? He's a younger dude. Gained about 2 yards there. Second down and 2. It's junior. Pringle. That's right. It's Pringle. The guy I think Chip. Pringle. So, second down and 8. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Well, the 14 is not really their fault. I hate that the Ohio State defense is getting counted for 14, but it's not really their fault. Like, they throw the picks. And Carson Beck is technically going to get back to last scrimmage, so it might not be a Sonny-style sack, but Houston, number 96, stop doing the celebration, okay? Why are we doing the smell? Like you're still down. I don't understand why we're doing that. Makes no sense. You got pancaked. No, it wasn't you. McDonald got pancaked. Never mind. But still. Third down 9, so technically it was a sack. Technically. 4:05. Let's go in the third quarter. Carson Beck in shotgun formation. Fletcher to his left. Draws back to pass. Throws. Tony popped up. It's going to be a fumble. Recovered by Tony, and he almost got the first down. So it's going to be fourth and about 1. So Tony almost coughs it up. Then he recovers it, thankfully. But it's fourth down and 1. Be interesting to see what Miami does here. Variable football, yes, they did lose Iowa today, unfortunately. It was a pretty decent game by Pavia, but yes, they did lose to Iowa, which is kind of the reason why I want the Big Ten to start losing, because we've already had Tony's kind of messed up a little bit. All right, so Carter Davis is the kicker. So it is. It is good. So it is 17-7, 3:01 left to go in the third quarter. Malachi Tony is a little banged up, so we need to see what happens there. Like I said, he picked up the fumble with the sideline, but I am right about that. Wasn't it Auburn is on Miami? Double check, make sure. Burt, Auburn. Yeah, I'm right. He transferred to Miami. So why did he transfer to Miami if he's not even starting? Parker, Diego Pavia will not be back to Vandy. Unless, no. I'll be very surprised if there is, because here's the deal. He already was granted an extra year of eligibility last year for junior college. So there's not like a medical register they could give him. There's not like another COVID year kind of thing they could give him. There's no more eligibility they can give to Diego Pavia. I don't know. I would be very surprised if he was able to come back to Vanderbilt. So more than likely, trying to go to the league. I don't think he will be. Probably spend the camp as a camp body, and then like I said, might either be on the practice squad or might be the third string. I don't have that much faith in Pavia working on the NFL, but I do think Pavia will make somebody very, very happy in the UFL, which is a perfect spot for him. So give Pavia to the UFL so that the UFL can have its star quarterback that people are going to want to follow. He's not bad. He's just not. He's not NFL caliber, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Normally I'm pretty good about evaluating quarterbacks. All right, so 17-7. Great job and great drive by Miami. They get a two-position game. Pressure is back on Ohio State. They're showing right now. Caleb Downs is the one who laid the boom on Malachi Tony. Caleb Downs is so good. And they took Malachi Tony to the, I want to say blue medical tent, but it's not blue. It's a black one. Oh, that's good. All right, that's an interesting question there, Parker. Do I like Stephon Diggs? Player-wise or person-wise? Player-wise, I think he's a reliable veteran for Drake May that has had a career resurgence after having a down couple of years, because that last year that he was at Buffalo, he basically ran himself out of town for his not putting forth his whole entire effort and the key drops that he had. Person, no. I do not like Stephon Diggs as a person. I would not want my team to take Stephon Diggs, though he's going to be at the Patriots for quite a little bit because he signed a 3-year contract, I think. So as a person, no. Not even close. Not even close. He's had other run-ins too where it's been, I don't want to say suspicious behavior, but all right, so obviously, I'm talking about Stephon Diggs. Think back to his days as a Vikings. The fact that in the locker room, and I don't think that they the media for the Vikings should have thought about this. If every single player, pretty much, is saying, "Who would you not want to date your sister?" and or date your daughter? I can't remember if it was date your daughter, date your sister, and they all say Stephon Diggs. That's a huge red flag. One, it's a dumb. Why would you even ask that question in the locker room? Because that's going to obviously cause problems. But the fact that all of them had the same exact answer and they all said Stephon Diggs, it doesn't show really well for Stephon. Like it doesn't, and like he was kind of, you can see he was kind of hurt by that everyone picked him. But it's like there's obviously something that we don't know before some of the stuff that came out about him, that obviously the locker room, there were some things there. Then it's a huge ordeal that, like with him and the Vikings, that he gets traded to the Bills, and then him and Josh Allen are on. They're doing good. They're doing good. But then, like, you start to see some of the other stuff that's coming out with, like, Stephon Diggs and some of the other problems coming out where it'd be, like, some of his attitude. Deal with it, but it's, like, for Buffalo because, like I said, that last year, there was that one where it goes right through his hands. It's a perfectly thrown ball, but Josh Allen drops it. It's a crucial drop against the Chiefs. I think that was the divisional round. And it's like, that kind of stuff is where I'm like, it's a huge concern for Stephon Diggs. The reason why he was dropped, because like he was like, maybe he doesn't have any more. And then he's proven this year that in the right kind of role, in the Josh McDaniels role, like he can do really well in that. He's done. But the stuff's coming out right now obviously is not painting him the right picture. Hand off to Donaldson, who gets about 4 yards in the play, second down 6 from the 29-yard line. Tennessee lost to Illinois. Yes, and the same thing too. Parker, that's the reason why I'm saying that. Excuse me. That I kind of want to see Miami win. There's a defensive lineman that's down, so I'm not calling it, but I kind of want to see Miami to win because so far Big Ten has had its day against the SEC right now. It's not looking good for the SEC. We did have, basically like a little tabletop. Basically ran a little table. Offensive lineman was down on his knees because he messed up his block, and then the other offensive lineman basically pushed the defensive lineman, and basically, that's either a hyper. I'm not gonna be Gary Danielson and try to say what injury it is. I almost did. Then I caught myself. I'm like, I'm not Gary Danielson. I'm not gonna try to diagnose injury that I have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's not good. It's definitely a bad injury. Lower leg injury. What's on? Oh yeah. So Tennessee lost, Vanderbilt lost, but Texas did beat Michigan. So there's that. So good. But over the last 2 years, the Big Ten has won the national title. So if the Big Ten wins the national title again this year, especially if it's like Indiana, that's not great for the SEC, where the SEC still wants to be considered to be the top league. But if it's been 3 years since you've had a national champion, like that's a big deal. So, like I said, I'm a little concerned. A little concerned. So that's the reason why I'm probably going to be rooting for Alabama, but it's going to feel really, really weird to do it again. I already rooted for them before because I felt they had a better shot of beating Indiana. And I also have friends who are Alabama fans too, so like it was like I could root for them, but like it's going to feel weird. It's going to feel really weird rooting for Alabama again. But I want the SEC to be, in theory, back on top because then that still helps out the case of like, why are we doing AI commercials? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh my gosh. I bet it's a Kalshi ad. I bet it's a Kalshi ad. I bet it's a Kalshi ad. Freaking AI. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. I hate these freaking AI commercials. It's taking me off. Made me lose my train of thought. I was want to say. I'm sick and tired of them. Sick and tired of them. But as I said before, like I said, yeah, uh, I want SEC to win. I don't care who it is. I prefer if it wasn't Alabama or Georgia, but we can't always get what we want, unfortunately. And that's probably what's going to happen. Come to the light side. Come to Athens. We are winners. No, no. I'm an Auburn alumnus as well. I will not turn my back on my brethren. I will not turn my back on my rightful birthright of being an Auburn man. I will suffer like any Auburn fan always does, and we will hope for better days. Two tight ends set to the left side. Julian Sam throws across the middle up to about the 41-yard line. First down and 10 for Ohio State. 2:28 left to go in the third quarter. Will Haynes King be back for Georgia Tech football next year for quarterback? Parker, I think, wasn't it pronounced that he was into the transfer portal? Or no, I don't know. I don't know about Haynes King. If I'm Haynes King, I'm going back to college because I don't feel confident he's going to be able to work out in the NFL unless he changes position. So I will go back to Georgia Tech. Going to hand off to Donaldson, who's going to get about a yard. Second down 9. Zoe, I also hate AI commercials, and the Kashi ones are the worst. Yes, it's so bad too. If I'm, it's so bad. It's not the one they usually play, where it's Indiana or Oklahoma State or Oklahoma all the way. It's the alien one, and it looks weird. It looks dumb. I hate it. I hate it so much. Just stop. I know it's easier for you to do. Just stop doing AI. Just please, for the sanity for all of us who hate AI, all of us who want people to get properly paid. If you're going to make an animated thing, make an animated thing, and don't stinking use AI. Because Progressive has that animal commercial where they have the two deer looking at the headlights like a stop sign, and that one ticks me off too. Going to be hand out to Bo Jackson. Going to try left side, and great job there. Going to get about the 44-yard line. Nice gain there. About 5, second down 5, approaching 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Manuel, how would you root for Bama before you root for Georgia? We were but more recently than Bama, and we aren't as annoying as Bama yet. No, I'm saying that I would. I feel I mentioned I would feel worse about. I feel worse about rooting for Bama against. That's a catch. How is that not a catch? Yeah, how is that not a catch? That's a catch. It should be pass interference. Okay, that's what they ruled a catch. What I said. Um, but uh, but I'll probably be rooting for Georgia. I think Georgia will win against Ole Miss, but I just don't want another. I don't have to deal with another freaking Georgia or Alabama national championship game because it's possible that we have Georgia versus Alabama again. And as an Auburn fan, it just sucks. It sucks that both of our rivals are consistently good, are consistently going to national titles. And right now, I got to deal with a lot of toxic Auburn fans that feel like we're going to become the new Mississippi State, which we're not. We're not going to become the next Mississippi State, okay? We're not. I'm hoping we're not. Please, for the love of all things holy, please do not make us be the next Mississippi State / what Vanderbilt used to be. Try to get Jeremiah Smith. Only gets about a yard. End of the third quarter, second down 9 for the 21-yard line when we come back from commercial break. Do I like Cam Coleman? Oh, man, Parker. I do, in fact, love Cam Coleman. I don't just like him. I love him. But I understand why he left. There's been some rumors that's been spread around about Auburn's loss to salty Auburn fans. However, some of the stuff I've seen the evidence for, and I'm like, okay, that's true. So for instance, Auburn's going through a whole bunch of mess right now right now the total number is, how much is it? Is it 35 to 40? Something around there, how many people really have entered the transfer portal. Or either transfer portal or who are graduating. So it's a lot. It's a huge exodus from our staff. I love Cam Coleman. One of the reports about Cam Coleman is that apparently he got called out when DJ Durkin took over as head coach in the middle, like near the end of the season. Cam Coleman got called out. Him and Eric Singleton got called out for like not being prepared for one of the games, and which is like that happens. So it's not like a huge thing, but it's like like if we were not willing to pay him a lot more money because, like I said, he needed to prove to be the leadership that he needs to be, they're not going to send some of that stuff. But the report is that we still try to pay him a lot, and he still refused. So I'm thinking that I don't think it's going to be just money for Cam Coleman. I think it's also like his first 2 years got wasted here because we're nowhere near a championship caliber team. We were, but not coached that way. And he's going to try to go to a team that's going to help him become like a early first round pick next year because he has the talent to become an early first round pick. So I like Cam Coleman a lot. I'm not upset with him leaving. I understand. Some of the other people I'm kind of confused why they left, but Cam, I understand why he left. I'll root for every Big Ten team before Bama. I'll be damned before I get caught in crimson. SEC narratives be damned. Well, Emmanuel, I will be rooting for Bama against Indiana, but that'll be about it. I think after that I can't root for them anymore. It feels so weird, like because every now and then I will root for Bama when it's early on was a national title game because like when I was 12, and Alabama was going to Notre Dame. I didn't like Notre Dame. And so so my family was like, we'll go for Alabama so that SEC. And then and the Alabama Georgia one, that one was I didn't root for anybody. I rooted for chaos because that's going to be Bo Jackson up to 20 up to the 15, and holy crap, he got smacked. It's going to be up to about the 24.5-yard line. It'll be third down about 3. But yeah, no, yeah. Will Indiana football beat Alabama? It'd be very close. It's gonna be a very sloppy game there, Parker. It's supposed to be like flood-like rain, which is not great. And so it's going to depend on who can run the ball better. That usually goes to Indiana, but I don't know. I just have this weird feeling that Alabama's going to pull it off. But I think Indiana will win. But I don't know. I'm just here along for the ride. Donaldson's going to be short. Short on third down. It's going to be fourth down and 2. He basically only got like a yard. So it's fourth down and 3. Only got a yard. It's 14 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Do you take the field goal now, or do you try to go for it? I think they're going to go for it. This is huge. This right here is huge. Hold on a second. This is huge. If you don't get it, you're still down by 2 scores, but your clock is dwindling. 2 tight ends set to the right. Going to have Bo Jackson to his left. Play action pass. Throws. Jeremiah Smith down to the 5. Touchdown. However, there is a flag. There is a flag. So cannot celebrate just yet. Is the flag on defense or on offense? It's on defense. So it is a touchdown for Ohio State on 4th and 2. Jeremiah Smith. It is a technically 4-point, but it's about to be a 3-point game. 13:28 left to go in the 4th. Huge. But yeah, like I said, the Indiana-Alabama game is going to be a sloppy one. I think Alabama will be able to get to Mendoza, which will make it very interesting. But I think Indiana could win. I don't think that Indiana's getting the proper belief they definitely should. Like there's still a lot of people who just see Indiana as like the small team. They're a really good team, and I don't know, dude. I feel really weird. I feel really weird that I'm going to be kind of rooting for Alabama, but also just not this is a weird playoff for me because like I said, I don't really have a snake in I don't have a stake in the game. I'm just hoping that SEC wins. That's all it is, or that it's not Big Ten. As long as it's not Big Ten, then I don't mind. So if Texas Tech somehow wins or Miami somehow wins, then I'll be fine with that. But I just don't want the Big Ten to win again. Call me a hater all you want. I don't care. Um, what was I talking about before then? Shoot, what was I talking about before then? Oh, I was talking about Auburn. And how like it's awful the fact that all the people we have leaving, and I'm trying to keep an optimistic viewpoint of it because, like I said, there's some stuff that I think is crass that some Auburn fans are saying that all the people that are transferring are bad apples. I don't think that's true. Like there are some good players that we have that are transferring that I feel like are just leaving for like trying to get to a championship caliber team right here, right now. They were so something that did not come true under Hugh Freeze. And do you want to stay at a program that it might be a rebuild this upcoming year, and then maybe by next, maybe not the year afterwards that we're competing for a championship? Who knows? But it's like I understand why they left. It sucks they left. Like I hate the Millie Blockman left, but I understand why he left. Now I will say this: Jay Crawford and Kayan Lee, I did not know about their arrest record. I had no idea. I knew about some of the other ones that left because of arrests, like Antonio Coleman, and all that kind of stuff. But I didn't know that Jay Crawford and Kayan Lee, both our starting quarterbacks, had gotten arrested for possession of marijuana and other stuff, and that it had been hidden. I did not know that happened. I knew about the Malcolm Simmons thing because that one ticked me off because I was like, Malcolm, I was rooting for you because you're from where I'm from, and then all that happened in the off season, and then the way that was handled by Auburn was awful, awful. Where we're just like, no, we don't really know just yet. We don't want to. We're just just it's fine, and it's like no, like you got to make a decision, like I like put him on suspension for the time being. And it was like no, 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 and that whole entire thing was a whole mess. So I'm okay with Malcolm Simmons being gone. With him posting with Sindari Morgan, also from Alexander City, um, saying the RT word, like I said, I was like, okay, if you go to Alabama, fine. I mean, I'm not gonna be upset. I'm be more so good for you, I guess. Uh, but I don't know, dude. I'm hopeful for next year, as all Auburn fans are. I'm not the toxic Auburn fan that thinks that if Alex Ghost uh, doesn't win 9 games, then we riot. What? No, like it's his first year, so like let him get his guys. But like I don't know, I'm not apathetic yet, but I'm very close, and that's the worst thing you could possibly be as a fan. Back to the actual game. 17-14, 13-20 left to go in the fourth quarter. And then Parker, I'll answer your question in a second about Oregon versus Texas Tech. Pistol formation. Gonna send Malachi Corley in motion. Just back to pass. Gets some pressure on the backside. Throws a deep ball, and that's gonna be incomplete. Tried to get it to number 7. And that's gonna be second down 10. Oregon versus Texas Tech gonna be interesting. I mentioned a little bit before, but Texas Tech, the one time they were challenged, they lost. And that was the Arizona State game, which is not breed well for them. They have an absolutely amazing front seven, but the secondary is a little testy. So I think if Oregon's offensive line can hold up, especially Isaiah World, then there's a chance that Oregon could do really well in this game. I'm going for Oregon. I hope Texas Tech will win, but I'm going for Oregon. Going to be a handoff. He gets absolutely nowhere. Actually losing yards. Third down and 11. Houston. Okay, you don't do this after every single. Actually, that's McDonald. Don't do it after every single play. I'm sick and tired of that. The little Stop doing that. Stop doing that. It's after every single thing. Stop. It gets old. It gets old really quickly. Third down 11. It is 17-14. Ooh. So far, Miami's been outscored 14-3 in the second half. Shotgun formation. Run back to his left. Going to send Ty into motion. Drops back to pass. Steps in the pocket. He's going to run. He's going to get the first down up to the 30. Up to... Oh! Yes, it's a first down. Holy crap. Great job there by Carson Beck. On 3rd and 11. Running. Came very close to not getting it, but put his body on the line to get that first down. Runs through the tackle. Gets uplifted. It's actually helpful that the cornerback, I think it was either the cornerback or the safety, rolls with him, and it's a first down. First down, 10 to the 35-yard line. It's going to be two tight end set. Going to send Malachi Corley into motion over to the left. Going to be a handoff, and that's going to be about a gain of 1. Malachi Corley is a little bit confused. Georgia Bulldogs football against Ole Miss. Georgia's been playing really, really good as of late. I also consider the fact, too, that Ole Miss is a different Ole Miss than the last time they played. I'm going with Georgia. I'll feel weird rooting for them, but I think it's going to be – I think the Georgia-Ole Miss game is going to be a high-scoring game and a very fun game to watch. All right, so second down and 9 from the 36-yard line. Shotgun formation, drops back to pass. Quick throw, be caught up to about the 39-yard line. About 3. Excuse me again. Sorry about that. Third down, about 6. Huge third down here. 10:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. Still a 3-point game. Carson Beck trips to the right, running back to his left. Arvo Reese looks to get about to blitz off the left side. That's what's showing right now. Drops back to pass. Steps in the pocket. Is going to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. There was a flag in the backfield. More than likely it's going to be a hold, though. More than likely a hold. Also, they are not calling pass interference at all. Actually, I have no idea what they were talking about. The sideline seemed to think it was a pass interference, but it's not pass interference. All right, so 4th and 6, got to punt this ball away. So far, it's been some good punts. This one, not so much. It's going to be kicked out of bounds about the 25-yard line. So first down 10 for the 25, down by 3. My score prediction was 20-17, Ohio State. If that ends up happening true, holy crap. I look like a genius, but I don't really want that to happen, but it could happen. Ooh. Parker, is college bowls all over with now this year, Ryan? So you've got a couple. Let's see, there's no more SEC teams that are playing, but there's a couple of bowl games. Let's see, I can look it up right now and show you. It's a little side one right here. Let's see here. College football. All right, so obviously you have the next 3 games for the playoffs, but you have, if it'll show, here we go. So on Friday is your last games. So you got Armed Force Bowl, Rice versus Texas State. You have the Liberty Bowl, which usually be SEC, but because there's not enough SEC teams to play in them, it's going to be Navy versus Cincinnati. Then the Dukes Mayo Bowl, which will be Wake Forest versus 5-7 Mississippi State, because Mississippi State took the time to go to a bowl game. They accepted their bowl game. And then Arizona versus SMU in the Holiday Bowl. So there are 4 bowl games on Friday. So the bowl season is not technically over. There still is technically some bowl. Texas State beat Rice. Shoot. I don't know. That was a tough one. I don't really watch any of those games for Texas or Texas State or Rice. I honestly couldn't tell you. I guess I'd go with Texas State, but I mean, I don't know. I honestly could not tell you at all. Like, I don't think I've seen a single, haven't seen a single snap for them this year. No, no, I haven't. I haven't seen a single snap for them. They're showing off Jeremiah Smith right now. He's been absolute dog so far. He's been the one like very consistent piece of offense. Also, that should have been a push off. I mean, like I said, they have not called pass interference at all, like at all. Will Navy beat who's it they're playing again? The Bearcats are not in the bowl game. Navy's a very talented team. It's always difficult to go up against a triple option. Yeah, We'll go. Military. We'll go military. Go Navy against Cincinnati. Be a tough one though. Cincinnati's a pretty decent team. Shotgun formation. 2 tight end set. Draw expected pass. Sand is going to check it down to the tight end up to the 30, up to about the 35, at about the 37-yard line. So first down 10 for Ohio State. 10-10. Let's go in the fourth quarter. Already answered that. That's right. 9:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. In the second half, Julian Saint's been 9 for 9 for 116 and a touchdown. So definitely got more comfortable in the second half, especially with the better run game. Pistol formation. Going to be a handoff to Donaldson, who's going to get up to about a 40. So, actually 41, sorry. Going to be a gain of 4 yards there. Second down 6, 9:25. Let's go to the fourth quarter. Will SMU beat Arizona Wildcats in the Holiday Bowl? Ooh. You know what? I'll go with SMU. SMU has been an interesting team this year. Almost won the ACC before they absolutely choked against California. Brett Lashley used to be at Auburn. Sure, I'll go with SMU. Saying is, oh my gosh, got sacked back at the 30. Great blitz there by number 31. I think he beat the running back that was supposed to pass protect for him. Let's see here. Was it Bo Jackson that got blew up, or was it the guard that got blew up? No, it was a running back. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Bo Jackson, I'm sorry, but I know you're a freshman, but you can't catch. You cannot, like I said, he tried to catch instead of attack. As a running back, especially against a blitzing guy, that's always going to be also why you're getting a sprinter stance there, Michael Irvin. So it's third down and 15 from the 32-yard line. Draws back to pass. Brings the pressure. Throws across the middle. And who other than Jeremiah Smith for a 16-yard gain? Holy crap. Wake Forest football beat Mississippi State. SEC. We're going SEC. The Wake Forest does have a good defense. But we're going to SEC. We're going to Mississippi State. I said he's been balling. Jeremiah Smith's been absolutely balling. 7 receptions for 157 and a touchdown. Good Lord. All right, so Sayan takes a deep shot down the field, way off course on Carnell Tate. Though Carnell Tate does kind of, he could have tried to go for it. But second down, 10-7, 26, we're going to the fourth quarter. Just love that little image of Ray Lewis standing straight up, and then Michael Irvin's like in like a sprinter stance, like sprinter like lunge. No idea why. They're just showing him again. Shotgun formation with Bo Jackson to his left. Second down 10. Gustin and tie in the motion over to the right. Draws back the pass. Gets the pressure. And Bain, that's going to be a hold. Doesn't really matter. It dumps it off to Bo Jackson, who gains about 4 or 5 yards. It doesn't matter, though. It's a hold on their right side. Yep. Hold on the right side. They couldn't hold Ruben Bain. Ruben Bain's too freaking good, dude. And almost got a sack there. He basically got Julian Saint's leg, but he was getting held by Daniels. So doesn't really matter, does it? No, it doesn't. 7:15 left to go in the game. Dips. Well, is it hold? I don't know about that. All right. Second down 20. 7 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Donaldson goes in motion up to the right. Play clock at 3. Drops back to pass. Over the across the middle. And holy crap. Oh my gosh. Cardinal Tate got absolutely laid out. Third down and 27. 6:47 left to go in the fourth quarter. Still 17-14. Thomas just, I mean, it's a bad pass. It's like kind of outside of Cardinal Tate's range. Let's see here. Sayin doesn't really, that's bad for work by Sayin. He's a redshirt freshman, so you give him some kind of flag. Not really like some kind of, like, yeah, still. Third down 20. Trips to the right, drops back to pass. Send a little chip on Ruben Bain, who's on pressure, and it's going to be great job there by, don't be stupid. One great pursuit by Ruben Bain, kind of forcing the check down, and then it gets basically like loses a yard. So it's like fourth down and forever. Got to punt this ball away. 6:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. Miami's up by 3. All you gotta do is just get the ball, no mistakes, lean on your run game. If you're able to score, it's great. The flag just got thrown. What is a flag? Oh, it's only about 10:30 right here. Ooh, illegal formation. All right, so this will be another punt. Actually helps out Miami. More than 4 people in the backfield. So, yep. Let's see here. Ooh. Oh, no, you just deleted there, Parker. Okay. All right, so 6:04 left to go in the fourth. It is a 3-point game, 17-14. Going to be a repunt. I mean, initially it was at the 10-yard line, so see if Malachi Tony can possibly do something here. Punt is away, and it's a pretty decent one. Going to be fair caught at the 30, so it's a 20-yard difference. That's a huge penalty right there. All right, so 5:56 left to go in the fourth quarter. Carson Beck, can you lead Miami to a win in the Cotton Bowl and a place in the semifinal game? Also, hearing some more fireworks outside. That's nice. What if, dude? What if? What if we have like all like upsets? Like, what if like you had 10 upset 2, 9 upset 1, 5 upset 4, and then Ole Miss 6, right? And Ole Miss upset Georgia. What if you have all upsets? That'd be amazing. Not gonna happen, but that would be amazing. Like I said, I just want fun matchups. All I want is fun matchups. Like if Ole Miss wins somehow, they beat Georgia. Like, they're the team that everybody's going to root for because, one, most people hate Lane Kiffin, and they feel Lane Kiffin quit on the team, which to each their own. And then you got like basically like, well, this is just a ragtag group of team that's trying to keep their season going alive. And then they would be going up against Miami, like if Miami wins. So Ole Miss versus Miami, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool matchup. Georgia versus Miami would also be a cool matchup too. I'm not saying Miami will win this game, but they right now they are. And then the other semifinal game, you either have Indiana versus Oregon again, Indiana versus Texas Tech, which is a huge one as well, because that's be like both Crips and Tijuana. Indiana's more so like they're both red teams, or Alabama versus Texas Tech, or Alabama versus Oregon. Like so, that's a huge game as well. Like I just want interesting games, and I think we're gonna get it. And this is another Kalshi AI ad who I freaking hate. OKC wins championship. Indiana wins championship. Oh, it's so freaking cool. Egg prices go up this month. I freaking hate those. This gets my nerves. It gets my nerves so much. Will Miami Hurricanes win national championship game? I just can't believe in Carson Beck. I believe in everything about Miami besides the quarterback. And that's the thing is like I can't get behind that. I can't get behind them. That's the reason why I thought that Ohio State would win this game because I thought that Carson Beck would do something stupid that would cause Miami to lose. It's still possible. I'm not trying to jinx anything, but I'm just saying it's still possible. So that's the reason why I just can't trust Carson Beck. So would love them to, but I don't think they will. Because it would be interesting too for Miami, the 10th seed. For what people thought they shouldn't have gotten in to win the national championship. Got me a hand up to Ferguson. Oh my gosh, 35-40. Up to the 45, down to the 49-yard line. First down, Miami near midfield. Let's freaking go, Miami. That's a great hole. Malachi Tony coming in to help block. That's great. Ooh, excuse me. Pardon me. Shotgun formation. Tony in the shotgun. Tony in the slot. Gonna be a handoff. That's gonna be to what did I say before? Why I forget the person's name? The junior. There's a lot of juniors, by the way, for Miami. He's getting a little bit of a breather. Number 4. I've said his name multiple times so far. Fletcher. Why I could not think for the life of me Fletcher's last name. All right, so 4:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. Up by 3. Second down and 6. Shotgun formation. Running back to his left. Draws back to pass. Is going to try to scramble. He's going to try to get the edge, and he's going to get up to about the 44-yard line. Clock will continue to run. It'll be 3rd down and 3. 4:20 left to go to the fourth quarter. Not yet, Parker. Not yet. Ohio State's not done yet. It's 3rd down 3. They're only down by 3. They have over 4 minutes left. So do not hit that nail in that coffin just yet. Like I said, we cannot forget about the fact that Miami is known as a team that will always choke it away. So it can still happen, but we're hoping that it doesn't. Going to be a drop back to pass and throw. Let's be caught. Let's be a first down up to the 39-yard line for Miami. Clock continues to run. 3:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. Why did that again? I don't know why. Ohio State still has all 3 timeouts, by the way, too. So like I said, it's not over. It's not over, dear Parker. It's not over until the fat lady sings. Now, where's the fat lady? I don't know. She might be, maybe she's flying in. Who knows? I hated that. That was a terrible one. Anyways. 3:15 left to go to the fourth quarter. Pistol formation. Two times set. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be off to the right side, up to the 35, up to the 30. Keeps it carrying up to the 25-yard line. First down and 10 for Miami. 2:55 left to go in the fourth quarter. Miami's feeling it right now. Look at. I mean, they're showing Michael Irvin right now. He is stressing. He is stressing. Malagoa for a combo block. Got to the second level. Incredible block on Sonny Styles. I really like Malagoa. I've said it before at the very beginning, but I really love him. Carson Beck, shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Going to be another handoff, and who's going to get about a yard. So it'll be second down and 9, 2:12, 2:11, 2:10. Clock continues to run. We will come to the 2-minute warning. Ohio State has all 3 timeouts. This is a second down 9. In theory, if Ohio State can get a stop here, force Miami to kick a field goal to make it a 6-point game, then all they got to do is drive down the field, score a touchdown, kick an extra point. So still possible. Do I like Michael Irvin? Parker, same ordeal with Stephon Diggs. Do I like the playmaker, Michael Irvin? As a player, yes. Absolutely a fantastic player. Unfortunately, he had to cut his career short because of injury. As a person, no. Absolutely not. I would not want to mess up around him because he has fits of anger that can almost kill people. So no, I do not want to associate myself with someone who stabs a teammate because with scissors because, like I said, he thought he had seniority for a haircut. No, I do not want to be someone who's been accused of being a domestic abuser. So no, I do not like him as a person. Player, sure. Person, no. Like I said, it's not the same exact thing as Stephon Diggs. It's not. Like I said, I'm not saying that because, like I said, I said that at the very beginning. I shouldn't have said it like that, but like in the same way as when you say like, do you mean all of them, or do you mean like as far as a play style? Because a play style, sure. I like Mike Irvin's play style, like Stephon Diggs' play style, and what they bring to the game. But as far as people, no. Would I be friends with them? No. Not even close. Not even close. No. Even if like, you know, this whole entire YouTube thing depended on me being friends with Michael Irvin or being nice to Michael Irvin, I wouldn't do it. No. That's something too that I've thought about. Like, if this channel eventually grows like bigger and bigger and bigger, because I don't bend the knee to anybody. Like I've done a really good job of like not really having like peer pressure, that kind of stuff get to me. But if like somebody's like, oh, you should be nice to this person so that you can get like the connections. No, I'm not. I'm not going to sacrifice my soul because of connections. That I think that's the stupidest thing. That's the reason why I hate interviews. I hate trying to sell myself to people because it just feels weird. I'm good at it, but I hate it because it feels weird. It feels disingenuous. Like, I don't know. I mean, then again, I've talked about this, but I have like 240, so it's not big, but it's good. I'm glad where we are. But it is something that I've thought about. Is like if I do get big, like what kind of awkward things are gonna happen? Because I'm just like not gonna do what other people are gonna do. Not gonna sell my soul for some corporation. Nice push all the way to the 20-yard line. So we third down and about 4 for Miami. Timeout's called by Ohio State. Like, I will never do a cow she had. Like, I've seen a lot of them pop up. I will never do a cow she had. I would never ever do a gambling ad either. Like I vehemently, I'm definitely because I can't for some reason my mind can't process that. I definitely am not a proponent of gambling. I've had family members who have um, suffered minorly from gambling. I also just don't do it myself. Like the only time I've done it is when I was in Vegas and I did the slots. But like I did within how much money I knew that I was going to just be like I'll spend this much money, but that's about it. Like I'm not a big proponent of it. Like I'm not like like oh look you got to do this. So like I don't see myself um, promoting that kind of stuff because I just think like it's kind of predatory. Like if you know people have problems with it, then why are you promoting? Why are you promoting like that kind of stuff? I don't know. Anyways, third down and 4. Going to be a screen pass, and that's going to be first down to the 15, up to the 10, and down to the 7-yard line. First and goal for Miami, and Ohio State calls its second timeout. 146 left to go in the fourth quarter. Going to stand by your principle. Exactly there, Zoe. Exactly. So, Parker, like you said before, is the season over? No, not quite, but it is almost done. It is almost done. Great block there by Malachi Tony. Great job there by Brockenmeyer by getting in the way. It's first and goal. All Miami's got to do. All Miami's got to do. If they score a touchdown, then it's over. But all they got to do is drain this clock, drain it dry. Because the game's not over. You can't technically in the season, but you can get pretty dang close to it. Because like I said, Ohio State still has one more timeout. Miami's getting loud saying, let's go, Canes. Let's freaking go, dude. Ohio State fans are already leaving the stadium. Goodness gracious. Dude, I like Ray Lewis. I'll talk about that in a second. 7-yard line. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be the running back who's going to get up to about the 5-yard line. Second and goal from the 5. So speaking of Ray Lewis, like him obviously better than Stephon Diggs or Michael. We're going to talk about that in a second. As a kid, Ravens fan, because like I said, I love Ray Lewis. Loved him taking Josh Bynes underneath his wing. Huge Josh Bynes fan because obviously Auburn. But even Ray has done some stuff that you can't quite ignore, and I mean, especially in a white suit, and I'll talk about that in a second. 104, 103, 102. Clock continues to dwindle down. Second and goal. 2 tight ends set over to the left side. Going to be Hampton running back who is going to get in for the score. 55 seconds remain. Ohio State let them score at this point. Just to have some semblance of a possibility, but there's no shot. They'll be down by 2 scores in 55 seconds. But Ray Lewis as a player, amazing. Ray Lewis as a player, like I said, it's almost impossible to meet that standard. However, his whole entire career probably shouldn't have happened. Because before the 2000 season, where they have the legendary 2000 Ravens defense, when I mentioned the white suit, Ray Lewis was accomplished to murder and got, I don't want to say he got away with it, but like didn't get punished severely as much as he should have. And if you want to learn more, you can definitely Google it. But yeah, like that is something you can't necessarily ignore from Ray Lewis's career. Now, as far as like what else he's done as a person, like outside of that, there's been no other problems that I can really think about for Ray Lewis, like personal problems that you'd be like, oh, I can't stand by that. I don't know if like No, he was retired before the Ray Rice situation happened. So like I was gonna say, I remember what he said with the Ray Rice situation, but um, but yeah, no, like as far as like being a good person outside of that, um, and being an amazing player, yes, I love Ray Lewis for sure. Now Ohio State football season is over with now. Yes, yes, you're correct there, Parker. Miami fans are revenge game. Yeah, I saw somebody say revenge game. Sign, yeah. Like I said, it will take a miracle for Ohio State to win. Like I said, it's 55 seconds, one timeout, down by 10. So unless you can score a touchdown within 30 seconds, so you have still a timeout and um, some time to work with, and you're able to get the field goal range to kick a field goal, then maybe. You know what would have also worked well? If maybe you had made that field goal kick from before. Maybe. Would have been a 7 point game. But then again, Miami probably will try to drain the clock a little bit better. So, shotgun formation, draw expected pass. Ruben Bain, oh, that's a hold for sure. It's a drop pass for Cardinal tape. It doesn't matter. That should be a hold. Ruben Bain got held for sure because that tackle cannot handle the dip move. Good lord. How is it not called a hold? Oh well. They keep on showing all teams with the bye lost in the quarterfinal. All right, so it was. I think who else was it? Oh, Indiana was the other one. That's right. Drops back a pass. No, they weren't. Maybe not. Throws down the field, picked off, and that is the game. Who was the other one that lost? So let's see here. Um, let's see here. Texas played the fourth seed, Arizona State. That's right. That's right. Texas beat Arizona State. That was a good game though. Boise State lost to Penn State. Then Notre Dame beat Georgia, and then Ohio State beat Oregon. So, yep, that's right. Will Miami Hurricanes football play next game? What do you mean next game? Like who do they play? They will play either Georgia or Ole Miss. So Miami advances to the semifinals, and they'll play either Georgia or Ole Miss, which will be tomorrow night's game. Um, and then tomorrow, yeah, Oregon, Texas Tech, and then you got Alabama, Indiana. So that's the determine the other matchups. So that will be on January 8th. So that's going to be basically. So that's going to be. So January 8th. Is it January 8th? On January 8th, on a Thursday. Why are we having? Wait, why are we? Why in the world are we having a game on Thursday? Actually, no, that makes sense. That actually makes sense. Thursday and then Friday. Okay, I forgot. That makes sense. Thursday, Friday, because Saturday, Sunday will be NFL. Okay, never mind. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Um. Yes, Ohio State does go back home there, Parker. Ohio State does not advance to the semifinals. So we will not have a back-to-back champion. Um, ACC gets their representation in the semifinals like they desperately wanted. Um, and yeah, this feels good for Miami. Sixth win versus AP ranked team, tie for most in school history, 1987. And apparently Jimmy Johnson is cheering on Mario Cristobal. Looky there, dude. The U is back, baby. The U is back. Good for Miami, dude. Got a whole entire hour until the new year. Dude, that's awesome. I said Miami's a dangerous team. Miami's a very dangerous team. I want to feel that way. I want to feel like Miami right now. I want Auburn to be good, but we're not. I don't want to go Debbie Downer. I don't, but in case you're wondering, the video that I'm gonna be putting out on Sunday is the state of Auburn football. I've been wanting to do it for quite some time, um, especially after the Hugh Freeze firing. I decided to wait a little bit, but now that Alex Ghosh has basically got his people in, um, all the people who are transferring out, and some announcements that will be made um, on January 2nd about who's going where will help me out a little bit as far as like what kind of video I want to make, but kind of just going out how in the world Auburn got to this point um, is what I'm gonna be making on Sunday. So it won't be that long of a video, but it will be um, me ranting a little bit with some good quality facts. So expect a rant and some good quality facts about why Auburn is the way that they are. And then I'll tie into the other video that I'll make, which is Auburn being Auburn, and that'll be SEC lore, which will be um, after that. So, yeah, it makes me happy that Miami's doing well. It makes me happy that another Big Ten team goes down. Is it petty? Yes, it is, but I will be okay with that. Like I said, Miami's a good story. Um, they haven't been they haven't been relevant in quite some time. You got players like Ruben Bain, who I love. I love Ruben Bain so much. If I'm sorry, but if Ruben Bain doesn't go like at least top 10, I don't understand how. Like I really don't understand how. And I'm not going to go on a big rant, but I'm going to kind of. There are certain prospects that makes no sense why they drop. I don't understand how in the world Jerry Verse dropped. Like I legitimately believed Jerry Verse was if not the top or maybe not your cup of tea, but should have been top 10 pick. I generally thought he was going to go to Atlanta, and that would have been amazing for Atlanta. But now Atlanta's, Atlanta's fine with their pass rush right now. But like Jerry Verse is a spectacular pass rusher. Was a spectacular pass rusher from Florida State that had so much of a strength advantage in college that it still would be able to transfer over in the NFL, and it has. He's been amazing in the NFL. So like Ruben Bain, who's got great natural leverage for being a little bit on the shorter side, 6'2", 6'3", being great frame as far as being like got a lot of mass, a lot of power behind that. So he is a kind of person that as far as like being stout against the run at least, he can do that in the NFL. Will everything transfer over? No. But will he have a great career in the NFL as far as being a pretty good pass rusher with being a really great run defender in a draft class that's not amazing by any stretch of the imagination. But as far as being a solid piece on a defense you desperately need, like, yes, that is remain. So, like I said, I don't understand why he's. I understand, like, he's got smaller arms than normal, and there are some people who like will not even put anybody on their board if they don't make certain measurables, which I think is a stupid thing to do. But I don't know. I think that he's so good you can't just do that. Oh, look at Keontae Scott. Love you, Keontae Scott. I love that you're succeeding where you couldn't succeed at Auburn. Man, that still stings. I see they're talking about this Keontae Scott. He got the defensive MVP. Look at that. All the confetti is going down. Fletcher Jr. offensive MVP. He was huge, man. He had that receiving touchdown, 90 rushing yards. Very big, very big for Miami. Oh man, it was a great game. So hopefully the other games are just as good as this one. Um, Cotton Bowl Classic champions. Look at that. Look at that confetti fly. Well, I'll say this. I love this for Miami. Ohio State will be interesting to see what happens next year. Um, I'm about to sign off, so that's what I'm saying right now. I want to say Happy New Year for all y'all. I'll see y'all next, and it'll be 2026. It'll be kind of wild. Hopefully, we all have a great 2026. Thank you for y'all come to the stream. Like I said, yeah, I can't do this without y'all. Can't do that without an audience. It's very hard to do without an audience. I've done it before, but it's very hard to do without an audience. But this is a great moment for Miami. Great moment for all their fans, and yeah. Yes, Parker, I'm streaming tomorrow. I am streaming all three games. So I will be probably, like I said, I already have some food made that I'll be probably heating up in the middle of stream. So I'll probably be eating at like halftime or something like that because it's been a while since I've streamed three games in a row. So it'll be very interesting. But yeah, I'll be streaming all three tomorrow. So starting at noon, we have Oregon versus Texas Tech. So I look forward to seeing you all then. In the meantime, I hope you all have a great, maybe at a New Year's Eve party or something like that. But we have a great time, and I will see y'all tomorrow. But yeah, it was a great one. Miami wins. We're all happy, and hopefully we'll have some great games.